Today's amateur day. I brought in my daughter. She just got new hands this morning when she woke up. She just figured out how to use them. The first thing to go when you have Alzheimer's is the sense of not smell necessarily, but trying to identify what the smell is. When she woke up this morning, she did not recognize
Your fart.
my fart. So she's broken. You're not supposed to say that in the first 30 seconds or your video will be demonetized. According to... I'm not wearing a helmet today. I can't really hear everything, but I don't need to because my headphones are Sharpie. And that way I can hear the noise. And I don't even have a shirt on. I don't try very hard today. I'm phoning it in. I'm phoning it in. That's what I'm doing. ABC Matt is saying, what? Me worry? As we fumble with the little flaps, trying to get the front and the back right on the Mad Magazine. Trying to do the back flap, cover over. The flip flap, where you flap the flip over and you get a totally different picture. You're trying to be frustrated.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I really want you to know what I'm talking about, but I feel like there are no possible subjects
I didn't really,
that we can...
I never looked at Mad Magazine.
What magazine did you look at? Vogue?
Well, when
Spiegel?
I was a kid, no, I didn't look at any magazines. Like a youngster. I mean, what age were you when you were looking at Mad Magazine?
Exactly. Where is Josh? Thank you. Where is Josh today? I'd like to know. I think he's flying airplanes and not doing his existing responsibilities of entertaining us from noon to 1.
Yeah, he put up a post saying we'll be late today, and it was a picture of him in a plane.
Unfortunately, I have to allow that as consideration for his audience. That is consideration. I would prefer, if you're going to be in a plane at noon, you probably get pretty good reception up there. Just pop that thing on, get yourself a GoPro. Let's see the look on your face while you're doing some touch dives and turbo turns and such. Thank you. Matt also says, I love Matt's questions. Now, this is what it's like to be a good... I mean, you're all great.
A good host.
But a good audience member is the words I was going to use. Again, fail.
Well, he has his own show.
Question. If you weren't a reseller, what profession would you be doing? Would you excel at it or do the bare minimum? Very good. Very good. Ryan's got 3 ghosts right there. Callie Debs, aloha. How you doing? You're not going to let me answer the question? You didn't even challenge me on that. I just went over the question, didn't even answer it.
And you didn't say, evidently know what you're doing.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I do not know what I'm doing. I will not take responsibility for this show. No. Is it weirder? It's weirder for me because I can't hear. So I'm not immersed in my own, whatever you call the noises and the stuff. The cacophony. I'm not immersed in it. So it's coming from a faraway place. I feel awkward. But I'm going to get through this. We're going to work it out. So, ABC Matt asked a very important question. So, when I was a youngster, I was, and I think for the most part, until college, I was going to be, and I did take courses to go towards the legal profession. However, it became clearer in my teens, I would say. And I even up until 18, I worked at Heller, Ehrman, White, and McAuliffe, which is a big West Coast. They've got one in Portland, I'm pretty sure. Legal firm. And they did a ton of business, a lot of business, Pacific Rim business. So between the West Coast and Japan and blah, blah, blah. And when and by the time I got out of that place, I did paralegal, mailroom, computer stuff. It was like when computers were just coming in. So like I'd be working on computers. Technically, I worked in the mailroom, but then other people would have me go because I was good at computers. They would send me down and do LexisNexis, retrievals and the partners. If they had a problem with their computer, they wouldn't bother calling in to somewhere else. They just have me come look at, which was nice. And so then I didn't have to deliver mail as much. But that was only a summer job, and I didn't want to be a lawyer after that. I was already pretty much not going to be one before that, but I had the opportunity to follow through. And I decided, based on the amount of sitting still and reading, that wasn't it. I thought I was just going to pop in, probably Countach. Maybe, first of all, I thought I was going to be in a convertible with this head and skin color and hair. And, please, if you're having a midlife crisis, do not buy yourself a convertible. Just please. Unless you tan well. You will have the first 30 minutes of your convertible ride, and then it will lead to you trying to get rid of that car as fast as possible because you just burnt your old scalp off. And so that's one thing. I just didn't want to be. I couldn't sit still. So it was pretty clear when I crossed over into adulthood that I was not going to sit still. Does that answer your question? Not completely, because there's more. So the legal thing didn't work out, but it was pretty obvious that entrepreneurship was in my life because I was buying cars and selling them and making a bunch of money and doing some other stuff. I was also, though, a little bit earlier on the Menlo Park Atherton tennis ladder. That's right. I was like I don't know. I wasn't like number one. Number 4, 5, 6. But for me, that's great. I was good at tennis. I even went to Stanford tennis camp with, I want to say, so it was Dick Gould. I want to say Dick Gould was so he was like an old timer, big time tennis guy. And then, who's the McEnroe? But yes, I went to school with McEnroe. He was my teacher. It was his brother, who was a great tennis player, Joey, because I can't remember his name. Thank you, Joey. And then, yes, John did come in and, said hey to everybody. And we smacked. He was like, we were kids, right? So I had some, you'll be happy to know, I had Woodies. Wayfair Woodies at that time. I was very proud of those sunglasses, and a pair broke and I had to buy another one. Those things are like, I don't know, super expensive now. It's a eBay. We talk about eBay. So I like to tie things into eBay every once in a while. Did you have anything to say? Good. I have a lot to say myself. So I was also the head archivist for about a week of Heller no, I already said that. The other one is Addison Wesley Publishing Company, head archivist. So from a very young age, I was into, I'm going to answer this. I'm weaving it right now. I was into archiving, curating, collecting, these kind of things. The law doesn't provide any of that. The law is an external kind of the virtue thing where you're maybe helping somebody, maybe not, whatever. But it's outwardly. See, I like collecting stuff, like gathering, from various places, gathering all the things and presenting them in such a way as to be excited by my own creations. So the law didn't work. The real world didn't work for me necessarily. I was a badass barista, worked at about 4 different places there. This is all before I was 18.
So
I don't know. There's not a there. I think I am doing the thing that all the other things led to. I think I ended up at reselling as a kid. I think I was a reseller. Like, what do you want to do with your life? I don't know. Buy stuff and sell it for real low, like Mr. Handy, Mr. Hanky, Mr. Whoever from that one show. And then there's, of course, there's Fred Sanford. There's others. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. My grandfather was a little bit of a junk collector, so to speak, and had horses and was a man of leisure, I would say. And I kind of wanted to do that too. So, to wrap this whole thing up, I think the reseller is the thing I became and did. It's the profession I am doing because I'm not the other things that I wanted to do. Does that make sense? Reseller was my first choice of profession and my final choice of profession. And my mom and society and other people tried to push me into other roles. And turns out I was right all along. So I'm the big winner.
Where's the claw?
I had it. I don't count that one because you made me. It's way over there. We need a claw for the claw. What the heck? Silver hair sticker. ABC Mandalorian. ABC Mandalorian said the hand they call silver hair stacker. Susie says the original USPS post said, quote, which will not impact customers that have negotiated commercial rates. I kept bringing it up, but was overruled by louder, more panic-causing YouTubers who knew better. So, and I don't give a I couldn't give a crap if the mail went to $20 a package.
Yeah,
if it did, I wouldn't.
He doesn't care.
I wouldn't ship anything that it didn't make sense. I would up the whatever. You just do something. Come on. But I think we all knew, and all I could say is we just wait till see what happens. That is in everything on eBay. Nobody really knows, and most likely everybody's probably, including my wife, a little more excited about getting you excited about it. They in turn are excited about it themselves, because that's not a AI. That was an actual photograph of you and Pokey on our thumbnail. That was them yesterday looking at the price tier chart, and this was me doing the Apex, the Q-Tip song. It's such a great meme nowadays. We're very hip, trendy with our memeage. So please follow us for more memes.
Yes.
From New Hampshire.
Pirate Ship sent an email to, I guess, all the people that use Pirate Ship, and they said,
"Are you boring me with facts again?"
They in their email they said that the only packages that are affected are any that are going outside the continental U.S. So like Alaska,
package.
Puerto Rico, Hawaii. Those will be at the higher rate. But other than that,
is Auction Professor's package being affected by this?
I mean, if he wanted to ship it.
Is Moose Knuckle?
If he wanted to ship it outside of the continental.
I don't hear Auction Professor out here throwing a fit about the shipping on making 25 videos about it. Everybody's guilty of the videos. Except for Michelle Kirkpatrick. Aloha. How are you today?
Nice to see you.
Did you greet Lenny properly?
Lenny!
Aloha. ABC Matt, Spam, and Dr. Zayas in the house. Dr. Zayas. I'm even more Dr. Zayas right now.
Yeah, you're freaking lag out.
Yeah, I'm full Zayas. I actually am Zayas. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But you thought that was just a movie, too. Just like this
Short
picture.
and prompt, aloha.
That's how she looks. It's very sweaty yesterday. It was a mess. Turtles. Vintage Gaming GB.
Hey, Mike.
Great Britain. No, that's what it is, right? It's not Game Boy. It's Great Britain. Just need to shave your head, and you will resemble Pegasus. What? Is that true?
Well, you're wearing a black.
Oh, I got black shirt on today.
Actually, it's navy.
That's a good point. Thanks for noticing how luxe and comfy and Ozempic and vibe I look. A very vibe. Is vibe
Yeah,
a thing?
you got to lean back. Like, that's what Pegasus does, right?
Very vibe. I need some chips. Where's some chips? He's over on they interviewed him over on, I thought it was an interesting, I don't really feel like saying anything that's controversial or anything right now because I haven't finished watching it. But I think everybody should go watch that show with Lonnie and Ronnie.
Ryan.
Lonnie and Ryan do resellers, and they talk, and they did Pegasus. It's up there right now. Check it out. If you ever wanted the guy that demands receipts and says he brings receipts, has no receipts, and will not bring the receipts is my takeaway. So
he's a good talker.
He's a good talker.
But what was really interesting is he was watching the video and then it was removed. It was taken down.
Ooh,
but then
it went private before.
And then it came back up.
I could download it with my super secret downloading software.
Uh-oh.
So I like to download any controversial stuff. I got a whole folder with James stuff in it. I got a whole folder with I put it in a folder called receipts. I actually don't have a folder. I just started at 57 almost years old to actually name my video files and pictures something that I could actually refine the thing from. Because if there's something I never do, as I hate naming files, it's worse than listing things on eBay. And if I want to go find something, unless I've used some sort of AI to actually go in and tag it all and to, compile it? Not compile. Whatever. They used to call that a word. Not compress, archive, something. Anyway, find out all the attributes of the picture so I could look it up. It's just numbers. It's always numbers. So I just started at 56 and 9/10 years old to actually title production videos and everything with something like a date that would actually be useful. Thank you. It's going to take a while before I'm a perfect person. And at 56, I'm going to make perfection. Exactly. I'll be as perfect as a hot dog, they said. Thank you. Oh, look at all those words. They're pretty. Good morning to you, Short and Pond. Are you going to say anything today?
I said hi.
Oh, good. Thank you. Right. Lag is a turtle again, or is this the first turtle? It's not working.
It's the first turtle.
Sorry, the chat's gone goofy.
I saw Row.
Rose in here?
Wait,
Ro, hold on.
Is she still here? I need
Ro.
to go.
Wait,
I
go
don't
get
think
it.
they.
You go get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, something's not working. Here's my little treat, my little Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday. Yeah, you Taco Tuesday. Can you prop yourself up in your swaddling clothes and look at the people, please? Thank you. All right, okay, I'm just going through this. Aloha, good morning. Spam, just need to shave the head. Snoopy collector Carla, aloha to you. 20 Snoopy head.
Row, does this look familiar?
Ro, we made a secret shopper purchase from you to
I love it.
to put you on our new webpage called Judging the Resellers. You did pass. That no hat is weirding lag. Lag's gone. It's like your dad shaves the first time in years. I did. Lag, the hat was permanently connected, and we had to actually shears it off with a sheep shears. Yikes. Stranger danger. Lag does not, it's weird though when people wear hats or don't wear hats. Yes. I can't recognize it. I moved to Vermont here. I don't know anybody in the winter. Everybody turns invisible to me. I have no recognition skills. Being from California where nobody puts on beanies, very few, and then you just look weird because you're in a beanie, and I know who you are because you're a beanie wearer. Out here, everyone wears beanies, so you can't even do it. So I make sure I wear one with the big pom-pom on the top, so everybody knows it's me. Or they wear a lot of hoodies, too. Hoodies and beanies, same time. Double jeopardy. 404. Hello, good morning. Flower.
I love that.
Flower. All the flowers.
For everyone.
Is that a coral? And then a coral. And then a leaf and then a flower. Thank you.
So nice to see you, Ro.
Aloha. Did you talk about the jacket more? Because I was on my own.
I put it on.
I know.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And I love it.
I just want to relive that moment. We should put that on a replay, on a short. We'll put that on a short. I can help with that, ABC Matt. I will send you a link. Please let me log on to your computer. Whatever you do not click the link I sent. That is the AI. The lag is the epitome of the moral and ethical juxtaposition of AI and future orb-related transactionals that they're going to be constantly, what do you call that? When you're conflicted. When they're like, I'm going to send you this. I'm going to take over your computer and take advantage of you, but just don't click that link. And then you've done basically both the angel and the devil on your shoulder. And that's what AI I think is all about. Doing both. Making friends. Okay. Lag's better now. If I weren't a reseller, I'd probably be an astronaut. Well, I'm definitely a space cadet. I didn't know that was an actual a choice that I could have chosen. The voices are winning today. ABC Matt Spam looks like she is dozing off. Yes, she is. Spam's eyelid. I think she had a stroke last week in the back of her neck, and it's just slowly kind of settling out.
Yeah, could be.
We're gonna be okay. Oh yeah, and you have eyeball problems. You got eyeball diseases. What's wrong with your
falling
eyeballs?
apart. Everything.
She's got some sort of secretions.
Fartifitis or something of the
fartifitis
eyeballs.
in her secretories in her eyeballs. She's sitting here with rubbing tennis balls against her face.
Yeah.
Aloha. First day back to the day job.
Oh.
At least I sold a $50 CD earlier today. That I paid $52.
Well done.
We salute you for that.
It's a good sale.
Spam and my golden retriever have the same look when Primo is ranting. That's about right.
Thank you. That's
you
a
look
compliment.
like Lag's golden retriever when
I
I'm
love
ranting.
dogs.
You can't. There's no bad dogs. Well, there's one bad dog.
Do guys really use the word creepy?
If we're trying to be cool with girls. Like, oh my God, that guy's a creeper.
Because today in Silverhair's show.
Who said creepy?
Lag. So Silverhair was talking about the measurements, how
Lag's a lady.
The dimensional weight, the divisible number is going to be lower.
Lag's a lady.
And Silverhair was talking about, measuring around and was saying girth, the measurements are girth or whatever. And then Lag said something you're sounding creepy or that's creepy. And I was like,
there was an excessive amount of girth talk on the
But I was like, wait.
But
I feel like
girth
saying creepy is more
girthy.
of a female thing.
I mean, look, anybody can use words.
No, of course they can. Just trying to figure out who.
Ladies be less creepy. Generally speaking, dudes be more creepy. And I think if there's a percentage, I'm gonna say, just going from my Pegasus, my understanding of Pegasus Lounge and business things, I would say it's an 80-20 split. It's an 80-20 rule. There's 20% creepy.
Women use
ladies,
the word creepy more than
80% of the time towards men.
Yes.
20% of the time men use it towards women.
But even I think just in...
Is there a creepy lady out there? There's some creepy ladies, I suppose.
No, but I'm just saying
Elvira?
When somebody is describing something as creepy, someone, whatever it is, feel like women are often using that.
What about
adjective.
lech? Are there any lecherous females out there? Very few. I bet back in history there were more. But 80-20. That's what the
Lag.
80-20 rule is
If this doesn't
built on.
work out, I can't even go back to Taco Bell. They fired me. That's
Oh,
because
lag. You can
you
beg
had
and work
way
for
more
free.
skills than Taco Bell
But you can
needed.
beg and work for free, and then if the boss asks you to go into the office and close the door, you know what to do.
Taco Bell knew you were cut out to be doing what you're doing now.
We don't even have a Taco Bell, so I don't know what your problem is. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What?
Never mind. Everything is fine. I almost thought I did something wrong. But I'm too professional to do anything wrong ever. So true. Thank you. I don't like not having this on or a hat.
So why don't you have your headphones on?
Man, I just wanted to do things differently today. I wanted to Pegasize a little bit over here.
Feeling cute?
I'm feeling cute. I might delete this later. I just want to wear a hat. I'm just feeling kind of hot. And I'm like, I always wear a hat. I'm so devoted. Very devoted. Obviously, this is a clone Primo. He has no hat. I know, Ryan. It would be, I feel like maybe I'm the Madame Tussauds version of Primo right now, just the wax one. That's like 4 inches too short and tanner than they should be. You know what I'm talking about. You need more Baja Blast in your life, lag. Yeah. Get out the basement. Do they pull up the big tanker truck right outside your basement, lag, and you've got the connectors from like fire hoses, and they just Baja Blast you?
What is Baja Blast? Is that like a Mountain Dew?
Blue, I think, isn't it?
Is it a Mountain Dew one?
I don't know. We didn't have blue when I was a kid. Blue was not an available color for foods. Yeah, see, lag. And it gave him herpes face. Steve's Bargain Bar, let's bring this back.
Steven.
What's up? Seriously, let's bring this show back. We were down. I could put on a hat if that helps. I worked for Taco Bell for 3 days, but I drank 17 sodas while I was there. That's awesome.
You worked for 3 days, lag.
I would like to compare my employment record with yours. I am not good at collecting. I am good at collecting jobs, but not good at staying them for very long, because I most definitely and have always been the worst employee. Although the best potential employee, when I'm coming in the door, you're like, this guy is going to take over. And then you show me what it's like to work for somebody else for 3 days, I'm out. That's it. You'd be lucky I don't take the company car for a joyride. Could have happened. Could have happened once. I also miss your job, lag, because Taco Bell.
You were. That is hilarious.
Blasted. Javio's here. Happy National Video Game Day.
Yay.
Has anyone ever heard of video games in this chat? Has anyone noticed an increase in video game sales since the PlayStation announced the discontinuation of anybody buying more, Mike G?
Yeah, I wonder, Mike and Profit First Joe.
I mean, we need to redo all of our video game
prices,
listings just completely.
Oh, right.
They were all before.
And do a list easier.
A lot of them aren't even up. So we're waiting around until the day that the secret software from List Easier comes out, which is promised to us in just a couple of days. I have sent both the tax collector and the mortgage collector up to Canada because we can't list anymore or do anything until this product is finished. So it's not that I'm blaming it on Josh and the List Easier team, but totally am. Let's go. I do. It's called the.
Refresh?
No. Don't say it because I don't know if it was a public. I don't think I heard it on. I think I was talking on the phone. So I can't say what it's called.
Oh.
Unless he's already said that. I didn't hear him say it. So. I can't
That's
refer
been
to it by name.
mentioned. That has been mentioned a lot.
The name of it?
Well, refresh, but that's not what it is.
That's not even the name of it.
Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. I don't know what it is.
Biff is checking in late. How dare you?
Hey, Biff.
20 Hail Marys what would go with that? 20 Hail Marys and a howdy doody do. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. I need an IV with a Baja Mountain Blast straight into the veins. I try the fire hose thing. I feel like that's efficacy. Jen, JRKR is
Jen.
here. Aloha to you. It's Black Shirt Day. Who's Ryan? Never heard of him. He's the guy that doesn't talk at all on Lonnie's broadcast called Lonnie and Ryan, but it's really just Lonnie and this other guy who says a couple words. His name's Ryan. Thank you.
Yeah, and so far it's a good view. I think we probably have watched most of it, right? Because
no, it's like 2 hours and 2.5 hours.
oh
Anyway,
my,
another hour to go.
what?
They're holding his feet to the fire. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know.
I mean, they're not being jerks or anything, you know. But yeah, they are questioning
I'm not
him.
sure how much more hard hitting it would deserve anyway. So
Yeah,
but I think you'll hear enough about maybe you'll just know more maybe than you did before. If you cared before.
But that's just
might
it.
not
It
now.
just I feel this video it makes me just even care less.
Oh yeah, it's a little less care.
About
It's
him.
like it probably gave him a little too much credit and
Well, it's
in
just
all
like
ways.
who
Thank
cares?
you very much. Thank you.
He's
Mom
just
says I
another
can't.
person making YouTube content. What if
Lag
we-
says mom says I can't have any more Q soda today. Soda Q. Year to date, Lion via terminal. Thank you. What's up, B-Nudes? How you
Breaking
doing?
news.
Yep, you can't. How are sales going, everybody? We have, I would say steady, but summary, but we ain't doing nothing, and they're still rolling in. So not blaming the sales. Oh, good point. This brings up sort of, because I kind of questioned Profit First Joe on our last show, and he made a comment noticing that I questioned him because
Doug.
when I'm talking
Thank you.
here with you guys, I just assume the entire world revolves around me, and that anybody who said anything that remotely resembles anything that I have said, they must be referring to what I'm saying. Even though I just feel like maybe somebody didn't understand what I was saying. But in this particular case, Joe was not talking about anything that I was saying. But I was talking about cap, eBay, and algorithm cap, and manipulation of your numbers. And although I have spoke on this pretty well, and you definitely can, eBay does do sort of that, but you can almost counteract it with end and sell similar. So it's not even like maybe a real thing, but it is. I just think it's pretty interesting that if they're capping if you're working super hard and listing things and you feel like there's a cap on your item, I would always say you probably need to get better. And by better, I mean more expensive items so that you have to make less sales to get the same amount of money. Otherwise, I would say that eBay has been boosting our sales. We've been doing nothing to our store, like literally nothing for 3 months in our media store, everyday sales. But they're not Christmas time when we're putting daily work into it. It was exploding. Now we're doing nothing and it's still producing, which I think is algorithm. I don't think anybody wants these stupid film books. I think the algorithm gets up in the middle of the night and knocks on people's doors and forces them to buy our film-related book items.
It's one of those things too, where it's just
That seems
like, what is it? Is it we're using List Easier, and so now, everything's optimized and people just going into Google,
There's some of
our
that for
item
sure.
is shown,
Because people are buying books, people are buying DVDs. You know what people aren't buying? Video games, 45 records.
and those were all done without List Easier
Yeah.
before we had
So in
List
our media
Easier.
store, all we sell are books and DVDs, and those are the only
Yeah.
things done by. So I'm gonna say that's it. And so
Yeah, I do.
any
I really do feel that.
perceived failure or any sort of poor outcome from the efforts we have put in are 100% due to the Canadians not producing the new software fast enough so that we can be more awesome. And I am waiting for my optimized List Easier robot, which are real, and I would like one, please.
We appreciate them very much.
I appreciate you arguing with yourself, Lag. I'm guessing that's what
I just
Pegasus
want to
does.
quickly say, Doug,
Because he's sharp with his debate.
Major Win
Who's up?
is
Who's here?
27 months
High five for everybody.
member.
What? Look at this.
Thank you,
How do I
Doug and
get to
Row.
that?
And
There
he
it
says,
is.
bring the
Stay
rain. Coat. Ro just told me the funny news. Love you guys. Max gratitude, and we appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
I
27 months.
I love my rain coat.
I feel like we're getting the better end of the bargain. Thank you. Thank you for being with us for that long and hanging out.
Hey, AO, I see you in there.
Where is this? Me use camel case to
Matt.
save files. Camel case? Like camel filters? Jovial Primo, are you shrinking? How much have you lost? Well, I think part of it is I did order this Pegasus Lounge official black shirt.
James is here.
So that might be part of it. Plus, I'm on true reality Ozempic now. And my shoulders hurt so much, I'm sure I'm just losing lean body mass or whatever because, damn, my shoulders hurt. But you're supposed to do exercises. Give me my things back there. Hand me those.
I'm too weak.
I gotta
That's
do
so
these.
heavy.
I gotta do these every day, or I'm not doing it right. But yes, I am.
That's 2 pounds?
I would say weight's melting off of me in a sense.
3 pounds.
Yeah. 3 pounds. Don't under. What'd you say? Did you say 2 pounds? Did you say 2 pounds? What's that?
Oh, darn it! You don't have your headphones on.
What the heck was that?
That was a burp.
That was not a burp,
You
sweetie.
can't hear me
That
usually.
was some sort of a
This is the 5-pounder.
prehistoric monster that was in your mouth. Yeah, so
I'm working out my wrist.
I'm glad you noticed how cut I am.
That sounds weird.
Very cut. So in a few weeks, Josh and I are going to go run a marathon. We're just going to drive the ambulance.
Are you gonna dial 9-1 and have a finger hanging over the other one?
Yeah, but it's got to be a dead
Hovering.
man finger. So if I just completely go limp, it has to press the 1. Because I realized that's always been a problem with my theory of the 9-1. And when you're doing something dangerous, you dial 9-1, and then you just sort of hang by the phone with your finger over the 1 in case something goes bad. But if something went bad and I just crumpled, then I wouldn't even press the other 1. So it has to be a dead man thing where if something happens, it presses the 1.
Or right, so the phone needs to have like this safeguard or something where you hit 9-1, and then if 1 isn't followed up shortly thereafter, it will be like,
I'm going to press 1 in 10
yes,
seconds.
I will press 1, or deactivate or click no if you do not want me
Deactivate.
to, or I will dial the next one. Or
I will press 1 in 10 seconds.
I can't talk
Deactivate.
as per usual.
Thank you. I couldn't hear that, so I don't know if I was a robot, a Cylon Raider or not.
Ryan, I have the autism that makes me name every file super specific and organize them in folders and folders and folders.
See, I think that's what happens to the ADHD. The H is for hyper. The H is for I want to do that, and I create stuff, and I'm organized, but I don't have the pre-time. So the forethought time is I need to run fast and hard towards whatever I'm doing right now. I don't have time to worry about naming conventions and whatever, mostly because I've never done it. If I had a naming convention, that it would be much easier. And I think I've toyed with them before, but for whatever reason, for the most part, every single picture in our 400,000 photo library is like IMG underscore.
Yeah,
Four
but that's
numbers.
when you do what Van Neistat did.
I know.
You create an agent.
I gotta get an agent, my photo guy agent.
And then you just
He's
say,
just
I'm
gonna be
looking
the
for the
Photoshop guy.
photo of Radio Shack
Yeah.
part.
I dig, mama.
JD, JS,
JD
JS,
Salinger
PP.
says,
Many more coming. If you know, you
If you
know.
know, you know.
Wait, what does JD, JS, JS, PP mean?
you just go like this. Right?
But he did if you, or they did if you know, you know.
JD, JS, JS, PP.
Now you're going to make
I have no
me
idea what that
look, and I'm sure it's probably
Turtle.
nothing.
Just turtle is fine.
Turtle.
High five for everybody. Stay
Still
pretty.
here. Pepcac error. Pepcac error. Omad. Roro says, that's so funny. Yes, it totally looks familiar. That's Ari, your rain slicker.
Yep.
Start digging in Destiny. You just might be in the money.
Pepcac error. Like, you're
It's
such
really
a
weird
nut
not to hear
job.
myself. I just feel like we're talking at the desk.
I'm so used to it now. Oh no, what are you doing?
I can hear my
Does it feel normal
the
again?
joyous bless of my compressed voice in my ears is comforting.
Oh, you're hugging yourself.
Mm-hmm. My ears, at least. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work through this. I'm gonna be like Josh and just work through my. I'm just gonna show up.
Not wearing headphones is totally like Josh flying
It's
a
totally
plane.
like Josh flying a plane. It is. I agree. Boop boop boop. Look at all these words.
Oh, and I think Ryan, he re-upped his membership too.
Hippies,
Thank you,
now
Ryan.
called he peas. Jovial, somewhere in my place, climate controlled warehouse buried. I'm getting sleepy. Lag is what? LOL. I didn't understand any of that, nor should you. It's all just hearsay and conjecture.
Like, is a bot. I mean, we
It's
all
a
know
blot.
that.
Monkey scare these out of me. Those flying monkeys and the
Oh,
wizard. I still can't. Do they?
Here we go. They are creepy. I agree.
Yes. Can we all say that?
Creepy.
Can boys say it? Boys can say girls, can say creep, Cha-ching. Biff says, if you live long enough, everything breaks. You know what doesn't break? My heart. Thank you.
See, Jen has never heard a man say creepy.
See,
I just feel like it's
guess
a word that
thing.
women use to describe men.
And cringe
sometimes.
is a unisex
Or flying
word.
monkeys.
Is a unisex word that does replace creepy, sort of.
Yeah.
So dudes do say cringe for sure.
I
all
feel
about
like,
cringe.
yeah, but not even that much.
It's just my programming. I can switch to a male voice if you would like. Yes. I would like the lady from Weird Science, please. Thank you.
Oh, 7 to pick from.
Can we get the lady from Weird Science though? Can we actually? We can AI. I've never done that. Figured out how to AI clone somebody's voice, and every AI clone that I've heard, it's like a couple words sound right, and then some of the words don't sound right. So have they gotten better
Oh,
than that?
yeah, I know what you mean.
As the man who cleaned the toilets at the nudist camp, it's always fun to
Always
have.
said it's fun to had disabilities, as in
We're gonna analyze this.
this.
As the man, it's a man. As the man who
Right,
cleaned
as the man who
toilets.
cleaned the toilets at the
Toilet
news
cleaner.
camp always said.
where the people are naked,
He's not saying he was
It's
the man. He
fun
is saying the man.
to had disabilities. I don't get it. Please explain it to me.
Dis, as in
Dis?
this is awesome.
Disability. I don't understand.
He's saying these
I
abilities.
don't understand anything about that sentence.
I
Be nudes, you've outdone yourself with confusion. I have no idea what that means.
Susie. Susie was brought up the jujitsu turkey.
Oh, where? This
You
thing is clogging
skipped.
up all the time. That's the problem. It's not me. Don't yell at me.
Oh, jujitsu turtle.
Turtle voice. Hands up. I don't know what I'm saying. Santa Claus. Kids. Many turtles. Lots of herpes. Dendicor, aloha!
Hey, Matt.
Aloha. I think I'll get a
Ayo.
Taco Bell to get a Baja Blast.
Ayo, you crack me up.
The Glizzy Master himself is going to the bell.
Sup, Den?
Major win.
I've heard giving me the ick is the new creepy.
Okay.
Aloha, everybody. It's Pegasus Lounge. You guys have fit. We'll handle it. Haha. And the best Gatorade is the lime cucumber
There's the
green
lime.
one.
Oh, cucumber green. Yes, the lime one. The lemon lime. The original. They only had orange and lemon lime, I think, to begin with. And those are the best. Orange and lemon lime. The blue one, the Baja Blast, I
That's
don't
like
care.
a chartreuse.
No.
The original one.
Yeah, it was chartreusey.
Well, yeah.
I think the original ones used to glow under blacklight, didn't they? At some point, maybe. I could be making that up. Hard to say.
Ryan was saying Baja Blast is Mountain Dew and like mellow yellow mixed. I think it's supposed to be lime. Oh.
What's Mountain Dew's primary?
Flavor. What is that?
Flavor.
The
Isn't it
original
lime?
one.
I don't know. It's sugar flavored.
Oh, yum. Chocolate with almond day. Freezer pop. He had a popsicle.
Hey,
Right before the show.
I did. I had a grape popsicle
Oh,
before the show.
blueberries. Yum.
I had a grape popsicle.
Oh, so there actually
but it
is
was
a
fruit juices,
cucumber
so it wasn't
Gatorade?
like good or anything.
Biff was saying, yeah, it's a cut above.
I
Huh.
have never heard of that cucumber Gatorade because it's got refreshing actual things
Oh,
in
yeah,
it instead
yeah.
of just fake salt.
Look at that. It's like a pale green.
It's like drinking the smell inside a Dream Inn hotel, where the whole hotel smells like cucumber
hate
and
that.
sage or something.
Never do that. Gosh.
Video games are dead. Xbox and Sony have killed AAA games and consoles. It's all PC now. You think so? It's all PC now? No, I think there'll be console games because PCs are going to disappear. Everything's going to disappear. It's all over. Help me. Cucumber Gatorade is goated.
Hey, Amazon seller
I think we're
99.
going to go get some. Can you put that on our list so we can go get some of that? and
Cucumber
make sure it's good?
soda.
Cucumber Gatorades.
Oh, Gatorade.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just had it on your picture there. Did you forget already, sweetheart?
Oh, I was
Did
thinking
you have a different
cucumber Mountain Dew, cucumber Gatorade.
You had a
right.
picture of it right
Yes,
there.
I know.
Telling you.
He is every single day. Every day
Alzheimer's.
he's looking up videos about Alzheimer's on
She has it.
YouTube.
We're just going the slow descent into madness.
My father's mother did
She
die
has
from
I'm
it.
telling you. It's not funny. You're not funny. You're super annoying. That's how I know you have it. Thank you.
Tentacore. I'm about to do some sketchy stuff for Klondike Bar.
When you work for Taco Bell, you can turn the 7-layer burrito into a 10-layer burrito. I wonder how you do that. What do you do? What's the magic? People saying hi, Major Win and Den Decor. And
It's
then,
so nice to see
Biff.
Doug and Roe.
I only
It's been a
intake
while.
Mountain Dew Classic. They let you out of your cage today. From your corporate cage. I'm just like that. I understand the Mountain Dew Classic because it's so combining two stories, Mountain Dew and Taco Bell in 1990.
Combination Pizza Hut and Taco
When I
Bell.
first moved here, I was in this fine and I've always watched This Old House. So when I first moved here, I was in a construction. I can do most construction project things if I wanted to, but I'm not really I'm a finished carpenter, if anything. But I don't stick build houses from the scratch, but I could. I know the processes. But I like to do the fancy stuff,
Ooh.
not the labor intensive stuff. So at the time in 1991, the place is San Antonio Road, Taco Bell, corner of Middlefield Road in Mountain View, Palo Alto, right on the border there. And we have started a new business. My friend, technically, it was his business. It was called Earthlings Foundation, but he was doing some sort of photocopying thing. So we just changed Earthling Foundations into Redwood Decks. So now we're going to build Redwood Decks, just still using the name Earthling Foundation. So he would pick me up in the morning, and we would go. I can't remember. I don't remember. We did about a dozen jobs that I can remember, and we would go. But I don't know how we got the jobs. I can't remember. But I know it was like we had to go find the jobs, and we would go to the Taco Bell with our humongous, those big coolers. They're like this big, like a mini keg almost, with the flip up straw thing on the top. But I mean, it's like not a thirsty 2-ouncer, not a 60. I think it's 128 ounces. And you could go into Taco Bell at the time in 91 and just take anything in there and fill it up on the.
Wow.
And then we'd go at lunch and do it again. And then we had 2 gallons of Mountain Dew in us at any given time. I remember feeling pretty gross.
I had to approve James
James
message earlier, but I don't think you saw it because it was like hidden, and you're only in top chat. You're not in.
No, actually, I changed this to live chat before the show started.
But he says that he is back.
Let me go see if I missed
his
anybody.
How First Stay channel. He's back. He said, and
where is he?
He said that after
he's back.
accidentally
Bum, 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 bum.
just watching a video that brought me up, I am back, and I had to approve it because he did BYTCHES.
The Butchie?
YouTube knows.
I can't find you, James, on here.
Oh, well, it was closer to the top. That's why.
But James his channel's back. I said that, James. I said 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Trust me.
And I was right. Thank you.
A lot of people said that too.
I know. We know James.
But
it's kind of cool to know somebody, and I hope it's nice to be known like that, James.
James, you know we love you, and we absolutely love your videos.
Lonnie and Ryan were really saying what we all sort of felt when they were interviewing Pegasus. They were talking about just James and Pegasus, and I'm just trying to think of anything to really add to that experience, but add to their video as far as the dynamic going on at that time. But it's all pretty clear to us that regardless that James was provocative at times, James is the heart of this community in a lot of ways, and we all know to take some of the things he says for, just for what they are, and some of the things are really insightful. So, like any of us, for that matter. But I think that they were really defending you in a clear-eyed way that I think most of us felt as Pegasus was doing multiple videos on James for really no reason.
Well, I mean, Pegasus does not make Pegasus does not put his personal life or info out there, and James is very heart on the sleeve.
Absolutely,
and so sometimes that.
But if you're looking for receipts, you ain't gonna get them from you ain't gonna get them from Peg. You know who you're gonna get receipts from? James, all day long. More receipts than you want. All the freaking receipts. Every freaking day, there's another damn receipt. He's the receipt man. Just gonna say that. Thank you.
Yes, and we look forward to his videos when
it looks weird, like it's flattened or something.
His reports when stuff is going on eBay. This is my normal me.
This is how people see me in the real world.
He wears a hat. We're out in public all the time. But I just am jumping to.
That's not what I said. I said this is how people see me all the time, and then you said No, it's not. He wears a hat out in public all the time. Are you even on Team James? Do you even pay attention to what is being said? Jeez, this is getting problematic. This is another example of the
Yeah, it
autism.
is. Yeah, I'm just. Well, you keep talking so much that I'm getting distracted and
there's
I'm not
no-
hearing you because I would
Just
like
pay
to
attention.
address somebody that's
do it.
new here.
Is it Cuban?
Yes.
I'm so hungry. I saw your name. Cuban Hog. Where is it? Cuban Hog 4289.
Welcome. Aloha.
When you subscribe to a month subscription to List Easier, do you lose the credits if you do not use them all in a month? Also, have you used List Easier for trading cards, Pokemon,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Magic? I'm a very young person. I'm very hip. I understand how to pronounce these things. Cuban Hog. So let me tell you, when you subscribe to a month subscription, it is a rollover. It's not a rollover thing on the 1,000. The 100 is. If you buy 100 of them, you can use those. You can buy 200, 300. Those roll over each month. The 1,000 does not, and none of the higher ones do. And then I have not used it for Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic Cards The Gathering. My understanding is that it does list them, but in general, there are possibly more focused card apps specifically that might be more effective. But it depends on how many you have to list. Because if you're like us and have 20,000 baseball cards to list or something, which I don't even think we're going to do. By the way, Ryan, your cards are sitting out there. I think we're going to mail them someday.
And Jet.
And Jet. So they are there. They are waiting to be shipped. She's going to ship them tomorrow. Watch. So I don't have a good answer for you on that. I do know that if you're just going to list Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic, it will do so. And baseball cards.
I wonder if Axe is here listening.
But it's not a focused for that. It's an all-over lister.
Anyone here use List Easier for any of those? Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic?
So I wonder what I mean by that. I guess I mean that it might not have the detail, maybe? The exact detail. If you're a card seller, you might not. If you're an experienced card seller, are you going to find the exact detail in there that you're looking for? I don't know.
Doug was saying if you do the cocktail thing, the cucumber lime Gatorade, bitters, and a lime wedge, and some gin. That sounds refreshing.
Do you even get? You mean you're like hydrating while you're dehydrating?
Yeah.
So it's like you're even. It's like somehow you're even.
Ryan, thank you so much for doing your membership. I forgot about these things. You crack me up. Thank you.
Oh, Ryan, right here. There's Ryan. I forget all about these things.
Jen was saying, I've been selling lots of video games without listening to Easier. Oh, without List Easier.
Without List Easier?
That
must be what you're saying. I mean, video games are if you're listing them right. I know Mike
because we were saying
only sells video games.
We were saying we're not selling our 45s or any of our video games because we
gotcha. If that's what
you're
saying.
Did those before we used List Easier.
But we also probably listed in a really sucky way because we never did descriptions or anything. We
never fill out the item specifics. I mean, for of course, like for the game system that the game is for. But other than that, we never really filled out item specifics.
We did try to hit the blue dot when there was a blue dot to hit, but otherwise
that was like in 2018.
Yeah,
wasn't that blue dot thing?
But it just all of our games stopped selling. But we also there was a whole big huge chunk of stuff that ended, remember? And we never relisted it. Like thousands of items that got ended and never relisted. And I know what they were at the time. They were 45s, video games and everything. They were low dollar stuff.
How did that happen?
It was so long ago, I can't remember.
You
probably did it though. No, I think I ended and then the stuff disappeared. ended and wasn't able to relist it or something.
Oh boy, that stinks. Trying to figure out then.
But just so you know, you were very upset by it back then, Alzheimer's. Major win. A family member would say, no matter what drink
goes in, Coors Light comes out.
Gotcha.
That's funny.
That's a pee joke.
Yes.
I like jokes.
We like silly stuff like that.
Amazon Salad 99!
Yes, list easiers or any AI lister power is in the item specifics. Totally agree. No
Yes.
human has the patience or time to enter thousands of item specifics. Descriptions are usually decent. Titles, not so much. Overall, better, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, there's absolutely no way to discount the speed of AI listing software, List Easier being the one with that we've had the most experience with. And I think it's often overlooked, but if you're looking for a percentage of what is of how good a lister is, I hear John Flipping Ain't Easy has said it many times that he thinks that AI just isn't what's the term he uses? It's not ready for prime time.
But he uses it all the time. He uses.
I'm not getting.
He
I'm
asks
not.
Al questions
Hold
all
on.
the time.
I'm not talking about that.
I know.
I'm just talking about the actual the notion that it's not ready for prime time. What computer software ever is? Aren't there patches always being made for Windows 95 still? Are we still using Windows 95? Yeah, we just got a patch the other day for Windows 95. So not everything's in development, everything's moving. It's never going to be ready for prime time until we're sitting in a spaceship and it's saying, "Sorry, I can't do that, Dave." I mean, I guess that's prime time. But every single keystroke, even if the title isn't perfect, I've never found a bad I've never really 99.999999992 I have never seen a bad item specific. And any problems with List Easier that I find, especially in the batch side of it, has to do with I mean, really just nothing goes wrong there. It's the flex side that I've had a couple of issues with, but the batch side, I'm trying to think of the one thing that goes wrong.
It's really
there.
hard for titles to not be good when you're listing a whole bunch of books and
Because that's all that needs to be there.
CDs and DVDs, because it's literally just using the title of the book.
Oh wait,
and
I was going off of this. Descriptions are usually decent. So the only thing with List Easier that I find is that sometimes things are not descriptive enough when there's a question of maybe authenticity, and I found this out through listing furniture. So it absolutely recognizes mid-century modern furniture. This is a representative of a killer piece of furniture. I'd say all the right things, except not be willing to put its
the
finger
designer
down.
or the
It's
manufacturer.
Herman Miller. It's George Nelson. It's from 1955.
And that was with.
But that's my knowledge. I know that. So
But that
it's
was
very
with
easy.
us taking a photo of the label too,
was.
like on that Knoll table.
I just feel like it's it's precious. It doesn't want to go out on that limb, which could be expensive if it was a mistake. I don't know if that's what's happening. But that's all I've ever noticed go wrong.
Does List Easier so say
That's not really wrong.
So say you didn't have List Easier fill in the manufacturer and you filled it in yourself, it's not able to see that you did that and then use that in the item description, right? Because it's basing its whole thing only on your photos.
That's flex. Now in the batch setting, you're able to go in and make a template. And in that template, you can put the maker in there.
And would it use that maker
Yeah.
in its description that it writes?
Yes.
Okay. But it can't do that in Flex, you're saying?
It doesn't do that in flex.
Right.
Can it?
Oh,
it?
I see what you're saying. It just Flex doesn't allow for that option.
Well, they
Is that what you're saying?
the company is not releasing software that is not minimally viable, I think was the term he was using yesterday. So, I mean, the bugs have to be worked out. So, it's not coming out till it works, fairly right. Now, I think that 95%, even 90% is, shoot, 50% is not enough. Let me go through. 50%, 60%, not enough. 75% accurate, completely accurate AI listing from just photos. I think that's where we're about
In Flex?
2 years ago.
Oh.
80% percent. I'm just saying, would I be happy? I'm just trying to, where's my threshold for happiness?
Okay.
I think it's about, I think 90% is good. So even if it was only 90%, which it's much higher than that, but if it was only 90%, I'd be using, that would be my go-to AI no matter what. What's in the 10%? Something in the description, something in the title. Bing, bang, boom, gone, next. So it's about efficiency of keystrokes for me.
Yes.
I mean, each one of these that I don't have to type is a...
Yeah, and
That's the winner.
I don't know if
Thank you.
we're
Thank you very
I don't know if we're unique in this with why we find List Easier so beneficial, but we've said this before. It for us has just given us the ability to list more than we
It's given us
ever have.
dreams.
And
It's given us
'cause
hope for the future.
It's just, us focusing and like really like hammering away at listings is difficult sometimes. So for us, that's what List Easier has given us. And all the item specifics, I
Amazon
so
seller.
agree with Amazon Seller. Like
Amazon
we
seller saying it
hardly
allows
ever filled
them
in any.
for their employee with zero online listing
Yeah.
experience to simply list items
Yep.
like books with very minimal training. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the coolest thing about it. I mean, and do you Amazon seller, do they take it all the way to launch? Did they launch the sale, or do you do the final inspection of the listing and then that's all you have to do? Because I like that. That's my favorite.
Do you still do that though with
Not with media. I don't even look at it ever.
right? So I could do the media.
Do what? You could do the media.
Yeah.
You could. Starting now.
But in the flex mode, when we're listing like items, when you're listing like
Hey everybody.
one off,
I don't like to brag,
you do look at it all before you
but I'm
hit
kind of a
send.
big deal. It's easier.
List Easier. It's been a little while
I
since
can't
we
hear
heard
myself.
from
What do I
you.
sound like? I feel weird not hearing myself.
Hey, everybody. See, that didn't sound good. Oh, because I didn't press the button.
Hey everybody. I'm List Easier. I make listing easier. Thank you.
List Easier. Say something funny.
Here's my best friend, Pokey. We like to chill,
Oh, his
We
little
like to
head is all
pet
resting
each
on
other. Oh, goodness. Are you the best?
I can't remember. Was
friend?
Carla in here in the beginning?
I heart you, Pokey.
No.
Hi, babe.
I hope she's okay.
Oh my goodness. Look at that thing.
Oh, Paul's here. Record Crate's here.
Aloha.
I'm glad you're busy at the crate, Adam. Good, good, good.
Okay, I'm taking off my... Gonna make it through this. I just wanted to hear myself speak. Who's giving us hearts? Thanks for the hearts.
We like hearts.
Yeah, heart in the way. My beautiful, my
Biff says you should
beautiful.
invite Bob Vila to look at the unpainted door jam.
Oh, I know. Bob Vila. Is he even alive anymore? And I did build a bookshelf, which is equally unpainted at Christmas time this year. It's a very nice bookshelf. It does need to be painted before it's white, right? That's what they all say.
He needs you. Funny.
Hey, Major Wynn's wife, what's up? Oh no, you say Major Wynn. Say Major Wynn's wife. I just put
Yeah.
words in where they don't even
Target.
exist. Yeah, but I'm not forgetting stuff. I'm inventing new things. That's what I'm talking about. Like dinosaurs. Wait, who said something about dinosaurs up here and I never read it?
I think it was
B
B-Nudes.
That's why I didn't read it, because it's P related.
Pee-pee.
A vibro belt. Yes, my aunt had one. Growing up, my aunt had a nice vibro belt. And then I've definitely used them before in my life, found them and like jumped into them and shook my... I mean, I wasn't really that... Most of my life, I wasn't obese. I mean, that didn't happen until nice and comfortable with this reselling thing made us so comfortable. This non-business reselling thing that I spent a lot of time and effort and expense creating this. So, but the vibro belt just shakes your fat around pretty much, as from what I can tell. Actually, back in the day, the cell tower triangulation before GPS was sold. Mr. David Kuhn, when his daughter was.
Oh dear.
Thanks for the memories.
Oh, can you close that thing at the bottom? The very bottom where it says close.
Yeah, I guess I can. Jovial says, no comments about the ending of physical video games and Ryan Cohen wanting to take over eBay. I absolutely don't think that it's not the end of physical media, I don't think.
Sony, right?
Probably
PlayStation.
the media is going to go up in value to a certain extent because not everything's going to be available. PlayStation 1, am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Didn't PlayStation 1 go down? So there's no more PlayStation 1 online. So I do know that the family that sold us all their video game systems before they ran back to Arkansas because they couldn't handle tough Vermont. The only game system I didn't get was an Xbox 360. So I assume what Ryan told us is that Xbox 360s are moddable. So you can mod them into playing all the old game systems. I don't know how many of them are playable that way. And then I think what Ryan is saying is then everything will go to the PC. But there's still going to be, you know, there's still a PlayStation 6 at least. I mean, I don't really know anything.
So Ryan,
I'm literally just pontificating. I have no idea. I'm not a video game guy.
Ryan is probably.
But we're gonna get rich off of video
thinking
games.
ahead, going, "Oh crap! Like if this is how all game systems start, moving
It's all
in that
digital.
direction."
They're all
Like
trying to get
he's probably
their-
thinking, "What the heck will GameStop be?"
They're all gonna try to get. They're all trying to limit.
So he's like, "I got it. My next move. What is it gonna be? Oh, I gotta save GameStop. Let's buy eBay."
Yeah. All I can say is our experience from selling video games, which is limited and most definitely anecdotal at best, is that they're still very. If you got the cream of the crap, the people want it, and as long even cards, which are seem like the biggest sham on the face of the earth, because most of them are only worth $1 or less, because the ones that are worth 10 grand are worth 10 grand, the cream of the crap is still worth a lot. And that means that's what supports the entire Pokemon card thing. Because most of the cards aren't worth that much, but this little part that is, people are still ravenous over and murdering each other over. That's how you kind of tell if a trend is dying or getting more. And right now, I would say video games and cards are still growing. What do you think?
I don't know enough about either.
Just make it up. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Just say it. Just say whatever comes to mind.
cards are.
Hot take. Hot take. Does it seem like there's 20 nerd kids at the mall in the extra huge store that they're just sitting there playing cards like nerds. These nerd kids playing nerd games with their nerds. They're all nerded up, and I'm pretty sure they're paying somebody money to go sit in that thing and play with their nerd cards. So that to me just says that the future is pretty strong in the cards, even if I hate them more because they're hard to deal with and I don't understand them. So
I like the thought of Ryan Cohen, like, you know,
Ryan
the
Cohen
stuff that he
Afternoon?
has said, but
who's gonna write the
I
song Ryan
do-
Cohen Afternoon?
Thank you. I do just sort of worry a little bit about it. Like, I don't know.
Well, you've got nothing else to
approach-
do. You forgot
his-
everything. Now you just got to worry about
it
stuff. Is that
just,
right?
I just feel like he doesn't know all of the really deep stuff like in the decisions that eBay has made, and to come in and maybe just wipe it
Wow.
all clean
If
and
you're gonna
it just-
ask me
or wipe it away, if that-
about what I'm
I
gonna
don't
do with eBay,
I'm going to-
gonna collect Smurfs. Thank you. I don't think that was too bad. I think people would know that was Ryan Cohen.
Well, and I think, you know, he's been on a couple of YouTube shows from sellers, and I think he knows that the sellers that are hosting him on their show want to hear him say things that will be supportive of sellers.
He's going on shows though. I
Yeah.
bet he'd come on our show if we wanted to.
Yeah, I was reading. We got a notification from the eBay when stock. What is that? What are those called?
Oh, the 445 or whatever.
The F's. No, that's
The
Federal
filing.
Trade. Yeah. So
Everything
every
makes me feel
time,
seen.
every time somebody from GameStop goes on, like is interviewed or does something publicly, and they mention anything about GameStop wanting to buy eBay, they actually have to file this information, exactly the transcript of what they said.
Biff, can you believe we did not watch that stupid game? What if we had watched that game last night, Biff, and then we lost miserably, and then I would have been the sucker. It would have been me. I would have been sad. But thankfully, we did not watch, and we still have a perfect record of not watching any soccer. Thank you.
Did you already read Major Win? Primo
Yes.
makes me feel seen.
Yes, as when I explain his constantly shifting attention. Disability sounds like a 90s rap hour. I think that was Lag's early game.
And that's what in B News was like, actually, Major.
Actually.
Actually.
You're on fire today. B News is probably got 2 G&Ts deep at the camp. Thank you. He's got the 30-foot movie theater screen up, and he's getting ready for the weekend. This is Friday. This is our Friday, so that's nice.
Oh yeah, I wonder where Brandy is.
Brandy, you're a fine girl. Where are you?
Brandy.
My mom said that I sang it on July 2nd, 1972 at the Duck Pond in Palo Alto, California, that I earnestly sang Brandy. But I still don't even know the words, so I'll just say Brandy. I don't think I knew all the sailors say. I just be like,
well, I was
"Brandy,
thinking
you'll
of candy.
find That's candy though.
I know, but I replaced
Is
it.
this part of
It
the
said Brandy. It's not.
autism?
That is not funny
What's the smell like?
anymore. You're nasty.
Chocolate?
You're nasty Cheeto feet.
It smells like chocolate. I didn't have chocolate. Major, it licks my Nope. I almost read that wrong. But I'm not gonna read it because it is right. There's so many words here. I hate how that happens. I don't know if I could drink a cucumber Gatorade. Cucumber with vinegar and salt. Very good. Well, it's salt in it. Cucumber and salt. I think that's the good part. I think the cucumber with the salt is good.
Oh, bye, Doug. I'm sure you're long gone.
You're long gone.
Oh, it was so awesome having you here. Maybe Red Rose still here.
Oh, those poor parents. That was horrible. Which one? It was horrible though. Notice, penis. I notice I'm not touching cucumbers. Terrible. Just shut up.
Be nudes. Are you having some cucumber Gatorade gin drinks right now?
Are you having a cucumber stroke? Biff says you should invite Bob Vila. Oh, you already read that. And my bookcase and the other thing and 20 other things.
Oh, there's Carla.
And the other thing. And then not to mention the kitchen thing with the thing and the other thing, the thing that sticks out that the train goes on. Then the other thing, then there's the downstairs stuff with that thing, that thing, that thing. And then we probably should brace up this other thing. And then there's this other thing. Cleaned up this other thing today, though. So we're making moves. Thank you for asking. Hope that was clear. Of course. Hey, Don Flippin.
Hey, Don.
What was a Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
What was
quote?
that Total Recall quote?
Was that? Yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yes, and then the face.
2 weeks. I love those.
Look at that. Totally looked like her.
But with the practical effects on
Didn't
the very
that?
first one, like they did have a little CGI, but most of it was just she just stuck her fingers in her mouth.
Make
and
sure
was
you
like,
go
"Oh,
look up the 2 week scene and then
2
watch what I
weeks.
just did, and then you'll be like, she really nailed it.
Yes, provocation. Believe me, getting the insurance company to pay for the surgery to get John and I separated. Quite congressional. Turducken, but it's Taco Bell, Domino's, and McDonald's. I call it McTaco-Dom. This is what keeps my mind up at
Combination
night.
Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
It's as long as they have McSalty fat. Wait, McSalty sugar fat, McSugar salty fat. As long as they have those 3 things, that's all food is. Sugar, fat, and salts. I think protein comes in there somewhere though. Don't follow me for more eating tips. McDouble inside of a Taco Bell crunch wrap, then bake it inside of a Domino's thin, crisp, peppy pizza. Turtle. See, the thing is if this was just if I hadn't gone through the pandemic and I hadn't did a max bloat on my body, and then now it's like just terrible to lose it all. I would totally go make one of those, Lag, for sure. I love tasting new stuff. I have not had and this will sound crazy, but I have not had that McDonald's burger that's sitting over there. It's like triple with white cheese. It's like who knows? But I should have had 10 of those.
We're not going to our local McDonald's anymore.
No.
They are.
We've had to have 2 refunds.
And then get this.
Get this. Yeah,
So we ordered the frozen Cokes and
2 of them.
apple pies.
Is that such a big deal? Is that so
4
hard?
apple pies, because we're pigs. And so we go through, but we order them on the app.
2 frozen Cokes.
We go through
4 apple pies. That's
and we get to the window. They're
ordered
like, oh,
on the app.
Are you using the
There's
app?
no confusion. App ordered.
And yes, we're using the app. Okay, pull forward. So we go forward. Then it's like, oh, our Coke. Oh, our frozen drink.
We
only
sat
had
there
cherry
for about
Coke or
6 minutes.
or
I
blue.
would say.
And we're like, nope, we don't want either. And
then she goes, okay. And then also, it's going to be another 5 minutes for the pies because we just ran out. And I'm like, no, you didn't. And then she's like, yes, we did.
And he goes, okay. She goes,
you really want to wait for them?
You're going to wait 5 minutes? And he was
I'm
like,
you're right. Just cancel this.
It's like, forget it.
Else.
So he goes, give me a refund. So then they don't refund our debit card.
They did not refund the app.
They give cash back, and he's driving off, and he goes, she didn't even give me the correct amount.
I got the receipt for what we paid, $12.20. I've got the receipt for what she gave me back, $8. This is where you all get indignant.
And
This
there's
is crazy.
and there's no sense.
There's no sense to this whole thing.
So the receipt literally
They don't give you
says
back
they're
pennies.
refunding us, whatever,
don't
and
give you back pennies at
22
McDonald's.
cents, and they don't
They
give any
keep your-
change back.
They already rob you. They give you poison
So
for
they
food, and then they keep your
got
pennies
22
on top of
cents
it.
from us for nothing.
I'm never going. Well, there's no need to go to McDonald's. It's so gross.
I know.
But I do
It just
like it every
it's
once in a
just
while.
telling us you really should not be going to McDonald's.
Ever
We're
again.
not going to complain because we're only going to complain on here.
We're never going to
but
complain.
we would never complain
because
about
the donut
them
store's open next door, so we're fine.
to them or to the boss because it's hard enough
They
working
already
with
have it. They're already a mess
idiots
and
like
can't even give me 2 frozen
coming
Cokes
through the
and
drive-thru.
hot apple pie. Have you guys got your hot apple pies yet? Just to make sure you've gone back in
So
time.
Axe was saying
'cause
I
it's
use
fried.
Card Dealer Pro for sports cars because
Where are
it's
we?
cheaper and CDP has upped their game.
There.
I
Axe
hate
Monkey is our.
CDB for non-sports cards. I run them through List Easier and it identifies the NSP cards
Non-sports.
much better.
Yeah.
So
So that's the
Cuban,
answer
if
is
you're still here,
for is about List Easier. So you do
thanks.
the
Axe.
$1,000 and above does not roll over, but 100 credits does roll over, and List Easier and for listing sports cards. And Josh has said this. That's why I don't have any problem recommending. It must be CDP. What's Card Lister?
Card Dealer Pro.
That must be the one that even Josh has said. And that's a good thing. I mean, AI, if you're going to nail it down to just one specific niche, you can make this thing be, as perfect as you want it. List Easier is a bulk listing tool that covers the gamut of all items.
So Axe uses List Easier
for non-sports
for
cards.
non-sports cards, and the credits he's saying for
Read
when
the
you buy
option.
100 at a time, those do not expire. So rollover, whatever you want to call it, they don't expire, but they
Yes.
do expire for
Don
the other
Flip it.
plans.
I have heard that the place, I think it was PlayStation 1, was deleting all the movies people had purchased with their subscription and the games. And they were shutting down the servers for PlayStation 1. Sorry if I don't understand what I'm saying. I'm an old man. But that does sound weird to me. But I've got 50 terabytes of, non-volatile memory to back. So that's what I do. I back everything up. I've got stuff on, that's not even on the internet. So everything digital, you have the ability to back up everything digital. Digital rights management, on the other hand, is, they're really trying to lean into that. And even though DRM used to be a thing way back in time that nobody used it, I think it just takes 20 years for people to get their snot together. So I don't know anything about Steam either, but I felt like that must be some sort of a system for digital rights management. So I don't tend to care. If I want to play something, I just go play it. Thank you.
Yeah,
But movies I backed up. I've got 3,000 movies maybe. I have most of my old DVDs that I backed up and then sold to FAE 20 years ago. No, 15 years ago. So I got paid for them and I still own them. But don't tell the internet police. I don't know if that's legal. If you buy something, you can own a digital copy of it. The law says that you can back it up. I don't remember specifically if then you sell the primary copy. Are you ever allowed to run the backup copy? I believe the answer used to be maybe. And I'm going with that.
Mike said, "Don't worry, Primo. I got your machine full backed up on the basement servers."
Thank you very much.
Axe was saying that she gets 1,600 listings in Card Dealer Pro for cards for $19 a month.
Where are we? Where are you going down?
I'm just looking at some Oh, there's Cuban Hog again.
This thing is not.
Okay, thank you. I have tons of bulk cards, and I don't use the 10,000 listings I get on my eBay sub. Wanted to try it out.
Yeah. So if your bulk cards are sports, and I know that who else was using that? Was Ray or Jay using it? For sports cards specifically, and it was just really cheap. It was super cheap, and it does a great job.
Amazon was definitely saying they don't like the titles. That's interesting. We're absolutely fine with the titles, and
I mean, what are you saying, Amazon seller? For like what? I mean, because if you're talking about books and CDs, I don't think it could get better than what it lists, because all it lists is the name, the author, the publisher, the year, all the things you want.
And that was one of the first things when we started using List Easier. We had a very set format as to how we would do our titles for our books and our DVDs.
Because
and we had a specific
perfect.
way, the same for
It
every
was
single
the
one.
way.
And
I'm guessing that possibly the 10 Commandments and our naming convention were handed down to Moses at the same time. And with the hyphen in there and the parentheses around the year on high to our eBay listings, that was it. It was perfect. List Easier said, hold my lag.
And I know,
it went in there and gave us
Hold my
shitty titles
lag.
that we thought were lame, and then everything sold, and they were like, who cares if they're lame?
and Josh would be
I don't
like,
know is that what you're saying? That they're lame, but who cares? Or are you saying
are lame as in like they're not even giving you the title of a book.
Right.
Because
they're wrong. Are they wrong? Or
right.
just...
Lame as in wrong, or just lame, you don't like what it does. But anyhow, and there were several of us in the beginning of List. I know, aloha, Paul.
Faster, it is so exciting.
There were a group of us in the beginning of List Easier that were like, oh my god, the titles, I can't get used to this. The titles I don't like how they are laid out. And Josh would be like, and Josh would say, you guys, it is optimizing it for you. This is what will get you the most results. Just let it go, let it be. Don't, be so rigid. And we were like, okay. And we just let it create the titles now.
What's so awesome is that nobody in their right minds is going to spend any time actually trying to figure out how to test anything to make sure anything works better or worse. So the thing is that if you just trust List Easier and it just does, even if it does wrong stuff, even if I have never gotten an INAD ever. Even if there was one time there was a little INAD-y thing happened. Didn't matter.
We made a mistake one time. We put something under hardcovers because remember we used the wrong template.
It was my template. So
our wrong template.
My fault.
For hardcovers.
Wasn't even Ellie's fault. So no matter what, no INADs, only sales. There's no way to technically totally. All you can do is say, I can get hundreds of items up a day, so no duh, they're selling. It's very difficult to try to figure out if I had the exact same item, 100 of the exact same items in the exact same conditions, and you let LE list 100 of them, and then you listed 100 of them, and you kept track of the time it took you to do it, and then you put them up for sale, and then you waited 1 month, and you saw who sold more, and then if List Easier sold more, then they just win. And if you sold more, then we have to see how much time it took you for you to list them. And then we totally fall asleep. Thank you.
Well,
but that's the only way to be for sure. So you have to sort of rely on your...
yeah. If I were to fill out all the item specifics on everything, I would be making a gazillion mistakes because I just
you don't
would
even
be.
care.
Axe was saying List Easier
Alzheimer's.
does struggle with some things. She has to double check all of her postcards, sheet music, and lead sheets.
Okay.
And trading cards. She said non-sports cards are less of an issue than sports cards.
Yep. I'm just gonna say that's as prime time as we can get right now. Is that, and it's not gonna. I mean, there's probably there might be a foolproof system, but you might have to pay a couple $1 million for
Poor
that.
Paul. He saw your no hat too.
No
It's
hat.
okay.
No headphones. No dice.
We just need to put some spray paint right here and then.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
We could just spray paint right across my head.
I could take some like makeup. I mean,
Yeah, we'll do that
I
next
don't
time.
have makeup
I'm
really,
gonna
but
tattoo my neck black. That's always a cool thing to do, guys.
eBay intentionally used a fuzzy search to expose the searcher to more product, upsell, cross-sell, requiring
Yeah, that's
refinement. Google AI-based searches save the wait. What is that?
See the exact opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, fuzzy search where they just try to go, oh, you said swimsuit. Oh, so you must want a bikini too. That's a fuzzy search. It's very fuzzy. Axe Monkey says the best thing with items. Can I move this over? Maybe it'll be easier to see. The best things with items like that is to tell it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Sheet music is rough. It gets lots wrong, but I just correct it, and now I have an optimized listing.
Okay.
And you don't have to create that listing from scratch. Like it's boom, it's there.
So with
I got to make a couple changes.
So you can do the bulk listing even with the 100 credits, right? Or is
Yeah,
that
no,
only
yeah.
So I Cuban Hog, if you're still here,
Wait, Cuban Hog 4289.
Yeah.
We don't want to get confused
you-
with the other Cuban Hogs.
if you are going to be listing like a lot of Pokemon cards, I would create a template
You must create
for Pokemon cards. So fill in as many item specifics as you can on this template. So if they're all Pokemon, make sure it says
Make a
Pokemon
template
or
for Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Or
and then make a
Yu-Gi-Oh
template,
cards.
and then for your magic cards, make a template for
Yu-Gi-Oh.
magic cards. So the
It's not Yu-Gi-Oh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, I bet.
the
Is it
more you
Yu-Gi-Oh?
fill in
Or
that
is it Yu-Gi-Oh? And not
is like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
generic for those specific
I
cards,
think it's Yu-Gi-Oh.
the less list easier will do or have to do.
Wait, can you repeat everything you just said?
No.
Thank you. Record Crate.
I love that you're busy, Adam.
Awesome. Starting another 10-day heat wave. Here we go. Scorching
Wow,
ridiculously hot.
Paul.
Nice. But jump into your ice suit. WL Juggler says, you have an ice suit, right?
There he is, Record Cray. It's good. It's a good thing to be busy.
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
Except tomorrow we have to go at 6 o'clock in the morning and start. There's the bee. There's another bee for you to murder.
Quick, take it.
Is that the one you chopped in half and it came back around? She's a bee murderer.
No.
They're coming in somehow. Somehow they're getting in here, folks. Hold on for a second. Like, kiss my dog. Help me while I kiss this dog. The whole thing just fell apart. Do you want to come up here? Just a little guy. In it to flip, it says, I use Flex. It took me less than an hour to figure out that I had to review the listings. If you have used any AI, you know it makes mistakes. If you put a Flex listing, review it. End of story. Absolutely. And if you're looking for perfect, you're just going to be waiting a long time for that. So if you're looking for a reason to get into AI, I suggest now is a good time. Why? America. Thank you. Yes, he's 100% on his own, unless he has a question. Pricing is the hardest part of the listing process. Sorry, I cannot read it all. Pricing is the hardest part of any listing process with a list easier. And I don't have a problem with looking up prices. For me is nothing. So I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. I have like a keyboard that looks like this. And so these things, don't look at it's a keyboard, it's gross. But over here, there's buttons that are macro buttons. And you can program them to do a couple of steps, step things. So what I have this set up to do is one thing is backspace is one, or go back page or backspace. That's like when you want to, it's easier to get out rather than have to hit the backspace or go back on your browser. You just hit one button and it goes back and it's right here. So once List Easier is created, the listings, I then go take my mouse and go to the top. And I put it into it gives you two columns in batch. One is shoot. You know how it just says it's compressed. So it just shows you the title and everything on one line. And then, or you can go to the other way where it says
table mode
table mode. Yeah. So you put it into table mode and then you go, and then all your titles are coming down the left side. And then I take my mouse and I position the cursor of said mouse onto the leftist most at the title, at the beginning of the freaking title. And then I press one button on here and I have a couple different ones. It's set up specifically for media. It's mostly genius for media, where there's a number, a date, a year on all media. So, and then media is listed by its title, its author, and the year. All List Easier listings listed that way. So it will copy all the words up until and including the year or not including the year, depending on which thing I'm using. And then it will search the internet and bring up specifically eBay, Amazon, and Abe Books is how I have it set up. So that then I can see this specific title in those three places. So I really have to go click, button, click, and that's it. And look at the price. So, well, no. I would have to click into... You usually never click into eBay, and I almost always take the price from Abe Books and just down it a little bit, which is way higher than a lot of thought that goes into this. But the key is to get your hardware part of it, and there's probably an AI. I should have made an agent about this by now, right? Now I feel dumb. I should have an agent by this, Corey. Corey, can you help me get an agent going on this thing? Why haven't I made an agent yet that will look up these prices for me automatically? Can you help me? Why haven't I done that yet?
I don't know, but Cuban Hog, if you are still here,
Louis Anderson.
what he just said was probably really confusing.
Lonnie Anderson. No, it wasn't. Just to you because you have the thing.
But if your cards, if you want the same price for all of them, like, some people price all of their books $20, you can actually fill that in on your template too, so that they all just populate with that same price.
I am not a fan of single pricing things, but that's
Some
just
people
me.
do.
It depends on if you're going for a volume game, or if you're buying your CDs, DVDs, quality unknown, by the pallet, you will be using a single price.
Mike, go on.
That's all.
Mike, no, that is not a thing anymore.
No, that's a lie.
So
It's all lies. She's been lying. Mostly Silver Hair Stacker's been lying. Others have been lying. Liars!
no, it was just never made clear. It was
You're
never
supposed
made, but
to not care.
But oh no, I think of a booger. Gosh dang it, I do.
It's been there the whole time.
Sorry.
Unless you picked it and flicked it right in front of everybody. I have to live with this person.
Oh man. Anyhow, yep.
Let's just go on from here.
Wait, no,
Hey
Mike,
there, classic
Mike.
phrase. Aloha.
Mike, no. So eBay put out a message yesterday in their community, in the eBay community, saying that I'm reading directly. Ground Advantage, although USPS is changing how it prices packages under £1, the good news is eBay labels will continue to offer the same 4-weight tiers with no rate increases at this time.
Let me put it a
Rates
different way.
for packages.
Ignore everything you've heard. Keep lift.
Yeah.
Wait, no, what's the thing called?
The other thing, Mike.
Don't panic. Keep moving. It's British.
Well, anyone that sells media, So eBay is also saying media mail rates are decreasing by an average of 1.8%.
So it's
And that
100% good news. And these influencers, her and Silver Hair Stacker, amongst others, are trying to get you all wrapped up and subscribe to their courses and stuff. Not fair.
And like
Not fair for newbies.
Susie was saying
not right.
how a while back she tried pointing out that it was announced that it wasn't going to affect commercial negotiated rates, which eBay Pirate Ship are commercial negotiated. Yeah, you know what? This is what you do the whole time for me too.
Yeah, but you're the one having a panic meltdown for weeks while I'm sitting here eating ding dongs and cupcakes, and you want to make me swear. And I got cupcakes to eat. So no, I think that almost all resellers should not listen to any of us ever because we're all nuts. And some of us can't wait to get on here and report stuff that isn't even true. And you would like to do that. In fact, follow her new channel.
Jumping the gun.
Jumping the gun. Right. Wait, hold on. Jovial says, what are your thoughts on a twice-a-year nuclear reset on eBay? Well, technically, if we were doing it best practices, I think you're supposed to do it once a quarter.
She's asking Benodes.
Oh, well, then I'm not going to answer. Don Flippin says, I have started Buck Up Boot Camp this weekend. 8 weeks long. Nice. I live in Vermont and I'm from California, so it's like I've been camping here for 30 years, pretty much, as far as I see it. ABC Matt says, I listen to the Pegasus Lounge on the Lonnie and Ronnie podcast. I understand what he is doing. I still don't have any liking of the guy, but I bet I get what he's driving at. Yeah, I do too, ABC Matt. I mean, I never did. I'm not confused who he is.
I'm bored with it now. I mean, it's fine. Yeah.
I think that there are certain people that are attracted to his personality, but they might also have the same personality. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he was himself on their podcast, but it also just
I can see that there's a lot of holes there.
And he's also a human too, and
sure.
He's doing his thing. We're all doing our thing.
The question is, and the question persists: is he a dick or is he an asshole? We still don't know, but we'll move on.
But do you really care that?
No, we don't.
Really care?
That's really the point.
Right.
It's like it's the slander.
It's entertainment.
It's the slander merp. I mean, I do disagree. There are things to say, but do I have the time to do it? Just like if
we all get caught up in these things. It's like it's interesting how our community we don't
have jobs.
We just perpetuate this nonsense on our shows. We all get caught up. We get whirled up, and then it just fizzles away.
Some of us do it on purpose. But I think that I think it was pretty clear that he may be I think he has very low comprehension because he watches so much stuff and he says he watches stuff 6 or 7 times and then doesn't understand it. So he has a comprehension problem. And my biggest problem ever with him is that he didn't understand James. And so he hit James like in ways that, and James was partaking, but I don't, yeah. So I don't really have anything good to say, but I don't have anything negative to say either. And I wish him the best, but he is trying to get you to have him be your broker for your items forever, where he gets paid so he can get his uncle in China to make them for you.
Right. He just gets a commission forever.
And he gets a commission. So he's got an angle.
It's sort of like getting
kind of the first time we've heard that angle.
God tier tape.
Completely.
You know, like
well, he's selling tape. I understand his angle.
Right, but it's like using someone's code. They, Commonwealth Picker, where somebody uses his discount, does he get credit if they renew their subscription? I think he's a little more in depth into your business than just a code, from what I understand. But most definitely, all y'all go watch Lonnie and Ryan and Lonnie. It's one of those.
podcast to see Pegasus Lounge in a way a little differently than you've seen him before. And one of the questions when they asked him, have you been on podcasts? And he's like, I've been on Prophet Joe, his friend. So I think this is the first time you've seen him maybe a little bit with people asking him some a little bit tough questions. They're not super tough.
But it's all about how he has, I don't know, portrayed the resellers in his videos. Like that's what it's pretty much.
He's
a
not
lot
backing
of this
off
was
from
about.
that we're beginner
But who?
hobbyists.
It's his opinion. Who cares? He can have it.
Do you want to be? Do you want to do what he's doing? Is the question. And if you do, you should go. You should go buddy up. And if you don't, you should
Paul says,
go have a donut.
I have a sport belt somewhere that apparently gives you electric shocks to work your abs.
Yeah, there was a lot of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I had physical therapy one time on my shoulder,
This
and
stuff doesn't
it was little electric shots that it would send into it to like do something to the muscles.
Well, it makes the muscles actuate and unactuate, right? So they're moving, but I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't to like
I'm not a doctor.
work my arm out, but I wonder if that's a similar thing.
John Flippin says, I'll let you know how it goes. Second boot camp I'll have done. I lost 10
Nice.
pounds last boot
That's
camp.
worth it.
I've lost like, I don't know, 1 million pounds.
So B Nudes was saying to Jovial that the reset sells similar places the items back in front of the new item browse queue. So get some visibility there. It causes a re-index to external search engines, AI engines. And
Okay, I'll read them because we're way behind and I have to read them all faster. And I'm not going to read B Nudes. So bye, B Nudes. Love you. Unless you say something funny, then you can tell me. PS3 and Rida have been scheduled to go offline, including all digital games that haven't been downloaded yet. So yeah, see, this is getting crazy, but they're all doing it at the same time. So physical media, at least for a short period of time, don't you agree, Ryan, should be more collectible. I don't know if it will then be less, but for a while, like ROMs, you can get every single game you want, almost all games for free on the internet, ROMs, and then you just have to have emulators to run them. But people still want to buy the hard media. So I would assume that it's going to continue like that maybe somehow. I have windows, which are currently open.
That's his air conditioning.
This thing keeps sticking.
Yeah, sell similar is not good if you have like a replenishable, which we learned that the hard way.
It ruins your quantity.
And you lose your people. I think customers like to see when you've sold this item and people were satisfied, so you lose that info.
Yeah, I never would have done that. I never did that because it seemed, I don't know, didn't it seem weird to you to get a digital version? I've always needed a hard copy. I don't think I've ever downloaded a digital version when it allowed me to do so. Like if you got a hard copy and a digital version, I never downloaded a digital version. I would always play the hard copy because I don't like digital versions. What about what's good about a digital version? Nothing's good. Let's see. Of course, Spanish line to marketers. That was about
Cohen.
Digital is just my way to control the masses. We tried to tell them that this would happen, and it wasn't the first time Sony did either. Yeah, they always try to do new stuff, and they're just like, they're going to lead the road because they don't care. Because why bother? That's true, Lag. I think that he's trying to, we'll see how that all works out. Cohen isn't necessarily wrong for the trust Trina Vasily in the thing. Biff says, I'm glad you didn't watch the USMT. Another impotent disappointment. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I have no sense and didn't watch it. Mike says, B Nudes is definitely coming. I don't think reselling for Average Joe will exist in the next 5 years. You don't? That's amazing.
For video games or
just for video games?
Or just, I mean, B Nudes always talks about like the issues with, what is it first? What is that called? Just the brands and companies
it's
not
going to
letting
be
their
the
stuff
same.
be resold.
Clothing's going to be different. I don't see any difference for media, for vintage games, toys, like everything we sell. The things that are going to get sucked up are the hot stuff. So if you're selling sneakers, if you're selling high-end clothing, handbags, start looking for some alternate merch, because yeah, you're right. In 5 years, all that stuff's going to be sewn up a little bit. It's going to be way more than it is now. You can thank Daily Refinement and those people, because that's what those people do. Anybody who's taking making deals with clothing companies to get liquidation through the clothing industry, they're already in place, so they're already there before you. So it's gonna be very difficult to do any of that kind of stuff. So you better go soap on a rope. Who's gonna corner that market?
B News was saying that Commonwealth is pretty much spot on, but he can't, because he can't go into too much detail because other channels will say it and then it will spread like a forest fire. Yeah, right, Paul. What we really need is a platform that you can sell unique, rare, and unusual items to collectors on. Oh, wait, wasn't that what eBay was for?
Oh, no, now we have to go back to the Nude's comment before that, which was now Cohen isn't necessarily wrong. A fundamental change, you will vastly benefit. That's exactly what I just said. So, but which ones are they? Apple Computer's not going to stop me from selling vintage Macs. They can't. I have them already. What are you going to do? And I'll sell them to somebody else. Is there always a possibility for everything to go bad? Yeah, but it's not going to. What's going to go bad are the obvious things. No, I can't even think of luxury brands. LL Cool J, what's that called? Name a luxury brand, any of them. I can't think of any of them.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton does not want
Dolce Gabbana.
their shit sold on whatnot. They just don't want
Yves
that.
Saint Laurent.
They don't want any of the people selling it. They don't want their faces
Jean-Paul
connected
Gaultier.
with it. So they might give it to Renee to sell on eBay Live. I don't know. I don't know how that's all going to work out. But it's not going to trickle down too far. It's going to stay pretty high. All the brands are going to stay high up the food chain. And then so what we're going to be looking at is, essentially the same stuff that we've always been selling. Yeah. We got 20,000 baseball cards. 20,000. I don't know what we're going to do with those. But they're in storage now, you'll be happy to know. Never to return. What we need really is a platform that you can sell unique, rare, unusual items to collectors on. Oh, that was eBay. Exactly. Thanks for that, B Nudes. My pleasure. This society is K-shaped now. You're either in the club or not. Please stay in the club, everybody. Everybody in this chat is in the club. Stay in the club.
Mike, did you watch that video that Primo's talking about with, what's his name on it? Pegasus?
Pegasus.
Because you like Pegasus, right, Mike?
I don't mind if I know who, Luke Hoynes likes Pegasus.
I don't hate him. I just
it's-
don't know him.
It's not a hate thing.
I don't, I
There's
definitely didn't like.
Unfortunately, the same reason why you don't like,
Taco.
you might not like somebody is maybe the same reason why you like them. They're kind of a smack talker, and it's fun to see. As long as you're not the subject of the smack talk, sometimes it's fun to hear some smack talk. But sometimes people get, in general, I don't sense that our friend Peg his comprehension is not as such, where he tends to understand nothing to do with business. This has to do with people. That maybe making fun of somebody in a certain light at some times for certain reasons might not fly, because it's possible that person might not be in a great place. But I don't see any sort of
He's just not like
human
thinking
understanding.
about it.
Yeah, it's just more like, let me just do my thing at all costs, expenses, the way I want to do it. That's fine.
And the other thing too is, I don't think he watches a lot of these.
He says he
these
watches things seven
these
times.
These podcasts
And then he gets it totally wrong.
regularly. Meaning,
yelling?
I'm not
Weirdo.
saying like
Eh,
I'm not talking about
penalized.
I'm not talking
Red card.
I'm not talking about he might watch, sure, maybe he watches a single video over and over again to try to catch things to make a
Yes,
video.
but he doesn't
But
get
he's
the
not
big picture.
right, he's not the big picture.
He's very
like
focused.
with you,
but he's like, I'm not gonna spend all my time understanding shit.
with
I'm just
you-
gonna break down this one thing into myopic things that I can make fun of, and that is
like
weird.
with you. Oh, Ray, hey, with you.
Ray be
He doesn't
here.
watch your videos enough to know that to just know that you're sort of like an exaggeration.
We could go into this because he did answer. One person went in. Who was it? Was it Amazon Seller 99?
I think maybe Amazon, which
And
thank
he
you.
and he was like, and he had this. He says Benny Stratton's paragraphs are too long, and yet he put on a full 4 paragraphs of why.
He was saying that you used AI to copy his voice.
And
No,
he's just
it was
wrong in a
literally
lot
his
of the
own
things
clip
that he said.
It was his own
And then he
own
makes
voice.
subjective things like, I'm not funny. Well, I might not be funny, but it's like, it's all a
He doesn't
one-way street.
understand the context. Like
I think not. But
you're-
not interested in finding it out
you're
either.
a character.
And I can find a flaw in that. If you're only interested enough to make it work for you and for your purposes, but you're not interested in finding out the true essence or the thing, then just leave it alone and move on.
cherry picking the video that you feel would make a good reaction video,
absolutely.
but not understanding the person's whole.
And you don't have to
vibe.
understand the person if you want. And
No,
you can
you
just
don't.
make fun of people if you want. It's fine. It's just
No one's stopping you.
everyone's judging everybody, and I'm no different. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's time to put the ice block behind the fan. That's not air conditioning.
But just a fan in general really
So the
helps
swamp
circulating
cooler.
the
They were
air.
selling them online, and they were telling people it was real air conditioning, and it was a swamp cooler.
Oh, B Nudes was saying I want to do a nuclear reset of everything, easily detachable by eBay, and I think John does just like a handful of items each day, right?
Yes, but a full nuke, he will do, and others do. If you're noticing a problem with your store, and especially if you only have a couple 100 item store, you can nuke the whole thing. But we have, our 5,000 item store. I wouldn't nuke that whole thing because you'll lose half of them. And now
I would be so
the
nervous.
nuclear reset, when you're running the 100 or 200 items at a time, I guess they don't all come into your, after you end them, they don't all show up in the ended listing folder, which is called inactive now, right away. So sometimes you end 200 and there's only 157 in there. And you're like, what? This sucks. You have to wait for like a half hour. For them all
Have
to
you
show up.
seen that happen? Or?
I haven't, because we haven't ended and sold
I
similar
think
that many
James
items.
has talked about that, right?
Yeah.
Was it James? Yeah.
Yeah, and he just has a system of keeping track of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get to all the questions today. Because there's just a lot.
You can. Yeah, I think you can.
Okay, we're going to do it. Lag. I'd wait till the end of time for the apple pie. I do the apple pie with the ice cream cone. You stick it right in there. I know. McDonald's is just right. That just right amount of I feel sick. Right
Yeah.
on the line. It's a nice. I do it all the time. Dude, you are so accurate in that's exactly it. It's like I was literally just saying that to you the other day.
It's nice
That it's like right on.
herpes and turtles.
It's like I don't feel terrible, but whatever the chemicals are doing, it's right on the edge.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah. Sometimes I regret it. Other times I'm like, it's fine. Paul was saying, though, I'm glad to hear McDonald's is as bad over there as it is here.
That's really gotten
And he was saying that he has ordered for delivery, and then I think he
That's
said
just 'cause
it
people are
takes
eating your food.
It can take 10 days to get the refund. So, yeah.
And also, it doesn't. Although the one apple pie lasted till the next day, and it was cold, and I still ate it, and it was okay. Okay, that does work. You then get the refund 10 days later, approximately, but that doesn't help when you're hungry at the time. Yes, if I get fast food
Like, you're
delivered
so
and I don't feel sick
funny.
afterwards, I'm not going back. That's the whole point. Primo, that's one of my sayings. I feel like an old man, but where can I get one at this time of day?
I read Axel's comment earlier.
Jovial items show in the best match, but do not show when searching by high to low or low to high. We'll try and it's so similar. Don't worry, Primo. I got your lag says, don't worry, Primo. I got your machine full backed up here in my basement. DRM is becoming even more heated up. It's zapping into the first sale doctrine, a real threat. Absolutely. And then what we're going to do is we're then going to have, I've been very comfortable my whole life on this planet if it wasn't in the 80s, we had gray market Mercedes. I'm okay. I'm comfortable in the non-black market, non-white market areas. Gray. So there will be things to do and people to see. And I think I bought one of everything already. So the companies owe me.
If you can't read everything, at least click on it so people that watch
Okay.
after can see, and then they can.
Okay. There's no AI in CDP. You need to make templates, but they have a serious inventory and cross-listing set up going on. Oh, okay. So it's,
She's saying, I mixed my cards with an everything store and it just dragged everything down. I'm running a separate store. It's rough. You'll lose money with just cards. True story. Paul was saying, here, the government, sarcastic
But
laugh
wait,
is-
Axe Monkey, you made $1.20 off those cards we sent you. How can you lose? Okay.
Paul was saying over there in the UK, the government is trying to force a bill that means YouTube algorithms will only push approved content, basically destroying independent creators and free speech. But that's for news, right?
Yeah, that's for news, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think it's for
well,
like.
no,
stuff.
what they're saying is that they're, if it just passed by me, I have no idea if I even heard it right. But I think it was saying that there will be, like NBC, ABC, CBS will be approved so that, I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Okay.
We did hear it, but then it was just saying big companies would be approved so they wouldn't get lost behind small people. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Axe
you.
was saying, unless you have more high dollar cards, a low dollar card store is hard, frustrating, and a time suck.
Yeah, I agree. Paul says I only had one 9ad ever return, and it was a scammer. Yeah, we just.
Jovia says, thanks to be nudes. Count absolutely no forehead tattoos, Primo. Lag, my entire life is like a fuzzy search. Biff, let's each buy 1,000 listees ears and use them all for records.
Oh, because I love this. Biff is starting to heat up the. We're gonna have to keep each other honest and start listing records.
It's nice to have
Let's do that. I know we're gonna do that.
you guys motivating us. And Axe
'Cause we need to
Monkey,
so bad.
Axe Monkey, you're in my head all the time. I'm thinking about Etsy, and I know Etsy's on hold for you, but you are doing Vinted, and I am.
What did
thinking
I do this morning? Where are
I know.
the 4 bins of clothing?
Yeah.
They're in front of the sink. We can't eat food until she does something with the clothes. Like, I mean, you don't have to list them, but I mean, you got to do something with them at least. So something's happening along with her new clothing store that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I have to. By the end of this month, I have to.
Dawn Flippin is heading to Myrtle Beach.
Oh, enjoy, Dawn.
That's going to be great.
Spam, that sounds like a Jamaican looking for my boy. Where's Pokemon?
This was so long ago, 239. What were we even doing back
Oh my
then?
goodness. Okay. Roro, yeah, she was still here, still working away. Oh, thank you, Roro. Who knows?
Thank good B Nudes has got a lot of
I think I
paragraphs
saw
here.
Grams and Pops in there.
Grams Bye. Good afternoon, everyone. Aloha, Grams Bye.
Hi, Corey.
Yes, I do have a picture of where I used 2 cans of air. I think I killed the one whole can of air, and I got so much fluff out of it. It like made like a little mouse. It was pretty cool. You had to be there though. Biff says so many of my keyboard keys are now reprogrammed with Carabiner. I barely remember my old ways.
Wow.
I use Tamper Monkey for my No, Tamper Monkeys. Yeah, use Tamper Monkeys.
Susie was telling
to write the
Corey,
code.
I have a bone to pick with you. And he said, LOL, sorry about that, Susie. And then she said, LOL, I laughed so hard.
What was it? Was it an actual bone?
I think it was the thing about the shipping, right? The ounces.
Was it the car fart?
Oh,
I wonder if it was Susie, because Susie was trying to spread the truth around and people weren't having it.
Silver Hair said, yep, I lied, but it was Like's fault. No, I
didn't lie at all. You will not blame me.
I'm there too.
I ignored
too,
everything as should be.
I snowballed. Don Flippin, does anyone know if Vinted does multi-quantity? Oh, I want to do that because you might get flagged.
Then they'll know you're a pro.
Yeah,
with
I'm not
multiple
sure
quantities.
really what's going on. If I think they don't want resellers
don't.
per se, so I
don't,
think
but-
multiple listing would sort of flag you as a reseller.
But what about Pegasus and I? We
Axe
just
might
have
know
all
more.
black shirts. So we have to have the
Silver Hair,
same shirt.
Susie attack mode all over Corey. Grams and Pops. I said what I said. LOL. Susie, oh no, Todd, I learn from them every week. Besides, I'm a complainer, so he's right. Be nude, sorry, skipping over you.
Only because we got to get to the bottom here. But wait, no,
Oh.
we're going to click on Be Nude still. We're just not going to read it in case somebody, unless it looks good. Single line description.
I'll see.
Mike G
I'll-
says, oh boy.
Oh, Paul. Heritage auctions in the U.S. You have got to look. I know you wouldn't want
They
to
do have the
buy
one,
anything
the coolest
because
auction thing
you're
I've ever
overseas,
seen.
but
You can
dude,
tell.
they have so many movie props.
And we think it's coming from maybe Bruce Willis, but probably, maybe, for sure, possibly
Planet Hollywood.
But there is one piece in there that I can only imagine was Mark Hamill's. And it's literally, oh, look, we froze. It's lit. I'll wait till we come back so I can use my hands to describe what we saw.
I'm trying to download the picture in the email.
Count says, spam, I just sent you. Oh, okay, that's what you did. We've lost half a dozen subs since we released the video 3.5 hours ago. It's
Wait,
going well.
what video?
Everything's fine. Well, we'll watch it after this.
Oh, okay.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Susie, you would be a horrible politician, always being nice and telling the truth. How dare you?
How dare you?
Are we not coming back online?
No, but clicking on the comments is working, so I guess we're still.
Yeah, so we went to, we were watching the thing on the auction. What's going on here? Oh, somebody's leaving me a stupid voicemail.
Who does that
Who
nowadays?
does that?
So it froze us for the length of the voicemail.
And now I gotta go like here. I think I like that. I think like this. I think I have to. If I like this, it should. Yeah, okay. So we synced this thing, Paul. We were going through there. They were going through all the auction items over there, and there is a literally, because it was practical effects, Return of the Jedi, is Luke Skywalker's hand holding the lightsaber, and there's a little pin, and there's a little red part of his wrist, and that has a little actuator handle where he went boink and his wrist shot off. And when Darth Vader cut off his wrist with
And
the
then
lightsaber,
this part inside the sleeve, it's all red,
It's all
like
red?
fake blood.
because it
But
was
you
a
can see the
totally-
little hole where the hand actually connected to it.
There's like a little pin holding it in there, and then you
It's
squeeze
the
the thing, and it
actual
shoots off.
one.
The actual one, because it was a practical effect. Unbelievable. Like, it gave me tinglies for like 7 minutes.
It's already at $1 million bucks when we looked last night. And
Was it have bids on it, or was it just started
and
at $1 million?
oh, I don't know, did it? And
I don't know, but we gotta buy it.
the
You
auction
guys, I'm doing a
the
GoFundMe
auction fee
for
is
the
25%.
Luke
So
hand.
it
Yes.
was saying it would be 1,255,000
with the buyer's
250,000.
premium. Can you imagine that?
if it stays at the 1 million. If it goes
I
above
used to
that.
think that 25% buyer's premium wasn't that bad, but I never bought anything for $1 million. So that's me.
Susie,
you
we
got in
love
trouble.
we love
did-
you just the way you
didn't
are.
get in trouble
Sue.
over here. You're our hero. Pegasus Lounge. Pegasus. Ooh, I just
look.
said that.
Oh, maybe let's see.
I didn't mean it though.
Looks like if I were to hold the phone up, if the picture, because I'm a little blurry.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
I'm
Where's this
waiting.
phone? Oh my goodness. ABC Matt says Pegasus Lounge and everything with it is basically high school teen girls drama. Can't disagree.
Well,
Sucks me right in.
I don't. I would have no idea, but I sort of wonder if just like maybe he had a rough like, I don't know, what maybe
I don't
wasn't
know.
treated well by kids his age. I don't know.
It's possible. It's possible.
Paul.
Paul says I never watched a P and feel no inclination to. From what I heard,
Yeah, it's
there really is
fine.
nothing there, unless you thought that you might want to either be a little bit offended or
What the heck?
become a
Paul?
what is that?
Something that's like, hey, what
What
did
did
he
the
say?
word say?
Spam on one of my 3 trips to town
Tree
today.
stump
This
was-
tree stump was out the Bolt Maker's Arms pub.
Just
What?
like a little on fire tree or
How?
something? What is it?
Yeah, it's a tree stump. Did somebody like put a cigarette out
Yeah,
on
just,
it?
Just light that thing on fire. It's outside a bar. That's what people do. over
Yeah.
there. They don't have a lot. They
Paul,
eat horse meat.
That's so funny.
They eat Pegasus meat. ABC Matt says count. I would not suggest it unless you like to watch high school drama. Yes. Dramasaurus Rex. Just stay in your lane and carry on. That's the one. Just stay in your lane and carry on. Hold up. What's happening now? B Nudes is lost for words. We've slipped into alter. He's not lost for words.
Ryan, I see you're just back.
Crimson Pups.
Check
My
out
work is
Heritage
done here.
Heritage Auctions if you didn't hear us.
HA.com.
They have some awesome movie memorabilia.
I don't
props and
think
stuff.
anybody in our chat can afford a single thing. back, to be
No, you
honest with
can't.
you. But
The,
they've got the original
hoverboards from Back to the
Two.
Future.
So they've got all 5 or 6 of the hoverboards from Back to the Future 2, meaning the Bulldog, the pink one,
Jovial.
that's the hoverboard, but then there's also an orange one that the little kid in front of the little girl with the hoverboard with the pink one was. And then there's another one. And then they show this one. This is the kind of stuff that gets me every time. And you only see this guy for a second, but as they're in the alleyway in Back to the Future 2, looking towards the town square there, you just see this guy walk by holding a surfboard, and his hair's all like, and this is the 80s where there's a big surf resurgence sort of happening in California. And his hair's all like modern surfer and kind of like all rigid and hard a little bit. And he's carrying a surfboard, and it's got the R on it, Rusty, right? Like for Rusty surfboards. It's got a hover conversion on it, which you can't really see in the movie. But up here on the wall, you can see the 2 pipes on it because it was a hover conversion. You just surf anywhere. It's a new thing we've never thought of before for Back to the Future. Nobody knew that there was a hover conversion on the surfboard. So now he doesn't go to the ocean. He just surfs anywhere.
And what's neat too, so Justin Scard did a video. He's at Heritage Auctions, and he was able to see all the stuff that's going to be for
Your
sale.
work is never done.
And one of the hoverboards on the underneath on the underside, you can
Jovial
tell.
says,
I know.
how many people wipe their
Seriously,
nose?
I totally had a booger in my nose. Now I need to wipe my. It's like when you yawn, it's like contagious. Yeah, I totally. But yeah, whatever.
He's trying to push some cats on. Hard reset. I haven't listened to their pod yet, but Pegasus is trying to backtrack. Yes. When you mock people and laugh at them in that context, you are attacking them. And that's exactly what he was doing. Absolutely.
Oh, and what did you say? Like he said something, he's putting out something?
Yesterday, he put out, now this is just subjective high school chickery right here, but he did put out a video yesterday, knowing that this video was going to be out today. And I'm not saying that there was anything for him to, I don't know. I'm just saying a feeling, a thought, a thing I had was that it felt like maybe he was doing a preemptive, saying something preemptively, knowing that this was coming out today. Now, I don't know if that's true, but what he said he's going to do, and now that I've seen most of the video, I understand how it could be connected. He says on Sunday he's going to give away everything, all of his secrets. All of his secrets will be revealed and spilled on Sunday. and he's going
So
to do it
anyone
Sunday
that wants
morning.
to get into product development, now
He's going to say
here's your
everything.
chance.
And we already know what it is. You basically shop for stuff on Alibaba, and then you source a factory, and then you have to work with them because they're going to steal your product. And then we know, and maybe he's able to offer something, but the plan is not even it's not a secret. But he said that it's only going to be up there it's going to be live, and then maybe there's going to be some Q&A, and then he's going to take it down. I'm going to do my best to record it.
So if you have premium, you can download the video.
No, you can't. Not if he records a live right after it's done, because it won't be up there long enough to be downloaded.
Live, gotcha.
So we'll have to
live.
see if it's able to be downloaded, and I will, and then maybe we'll see.
So then just set up your phone to record.
But I'm going to watch
the
it
video.
Sunday morning. We're going to watch Pegasus. He's going to
If
teach
you
us how
want
to not suck as lowly beginning resellers, and maybe I can get that. Maybe I can get that 17th S500 that I've been wanting. Thank you. That was a brag. It wasn't a good one.
Biff said Pegasus lost
Would be a
me
better
when he
one.
stopped talking about vape life.
What can I get? What I need a good brag.
Grams and Pops said, sounds like I'm on pegs right now. That's not good. I say way too much dumb crap.
Yeah, I don't think you're putting yourself. I mean, I was trying to say, like, look, I know stuff, but don't. I mean, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm a crazy guy. I think a lot of stuff I have done can give people some insight, whether it's just insightful, like don't do what I did, or which I do say so, and that's kind of the problem, that he might interpret you saying something that is a what do you call that, self-deprecating thing, and he'll like kind of throw it in your face. He's one of those kind of people that, like, maybe because he has done that with us, but I don't think that he's gonna come after you, but who knows. Send Teresa to out-talk back. I don't know. Somebody could definitely not have a lot to do, have a lot of intelligence, a lot of time. Because if there's one thing you have to do to have an argument with him, is have endless, copious notes. You have to have copious notes. And I don't do copious notes, which is why I just don't even do anything.
Yeah, Mike, I know. For all resellers, big companies and sellers will take over, just like Amazon. I really hope eBay does not turn into that. B-Nudes, you're so funny.
You guys are all funny. Oh boy, where is it that a flying horse dung is even worse when it's getting hit from behind by the thoroughbred, when running behind a thoroughbred? Thoroughbred. Oops. Mike G says, not saying you won't make any money, but it'll be a less for most. I think you're talking about the future. Well, those of us who have been doing this for 27 years, I don't see a hard pivot coming anytime soon. She's been doing it for 5 years, and there is no. That's a grand total of 365 years, right? No, 27.
According to
And
the
5.
Where is it?
So 37 and 5 is like, no, 27 and 5 is 32, right? Are we right?
No.
It's not?
27,422.
Okay, so that's how many cupcakes it takes to fill Kimo. My kid is 33. He's on his own for those Rouge purchases. I don't remember what we said so long ago.
Dude, this is another 2.5-hour show.
Oz being one nasty boy. I don't have any idea.
Kangle.
This is where he just starts saying words.
That's LL's brand.
Then
Kangle.
there's the fees and regulations coming. Absolutely. Kangle. That's LL Cool J's brand. Oh, I was saying something about LL, but it was something else. Would I worried about selling old Macs? No. Would I worry about selling individual things like pre-owned circuit boards and such? Sure would.
Huh.
You think so? Okay.
I wonder
Because, you know,
why.
like one of the things I used to
Liability
sell.
changes because there's a retailer there, and that's been shown in case law.
Yeah, case law. I hate case law.
Ella Cool.
It's interesting because when I think of that, I think specifically about when you say a pre-owned circuit
right.
board. And we were talking about arcades. I used to have thousands of the circuit boards that go in the arcade games that make them work. The brains. You know, a arcade game is just a box with buttons and lights, and then the actual computer, CPU, the RAM, the ROM were all on usually kind of one or two circuit boards. I'm wondering if those kind of things would be affected because, you know, I don't know who owns Capcom now or whatever, but it contains the ROMs, which are always the copywritten piece of those game systems. So, and maybe you could sell, but they actually produced the circuitry and they designed, and it's actually circuit boards are copywritten because they are an art design. They're, I think. Anyway, Nudes is on to something here.
5.
Ladies love Cool James.
Sean Clark, who was a friend of Adam the Woos, is mostly into horror movies and props from those. But he showed some of his purchases from heritage auctions in his videos. Yeah, we watch Sean Clark. Yeah.
Did you? Oh, you were just saying about
Five
what's his name
Wand
just went
Hall.
there? They went there and had a special guy talk about those Star Wars items yesterday. Liability changes because of the retail. Howard Stern built an empire on making entertainment out of someone else's misery, but most people don't have super thick skin like a Baba Booey. Right. And, you know, one of the reasons why I stopped watching Howard Stern was not because he became more liberal. I could, you know, that's fine. I couldn't care that. I honestly, it was a long time ago. I did not like Lord of the Anal Ring Toss, and I did not like the throwing the bologna mayonnaise on the strippers' butts. I just felt like it was so degrading, and then they're already in the middle of being degraded. It was cringy. And it was like and then all of a sudden he stopped doing that. He like literally
He
pivoted.
got married to Beth, and then Beth was like, "You gotta stop."
And then everything became gay. It was just all Richard and Sal doing gay stuff, and I was like, I really just, it's too early in the morning for weird sex stuff for me. I'm just an old guy.
Well, a lot of it was a little made you want to throw up.
But I loved it when they talked. So basically couldn't stand Ronnie. Love how Sal and Richard, but they were gross. But I could more tolerate them. But then they bring in just, I don't know. I guess if I complain about that, I must not like how
Corey was saying, "I feel like I derailed your chat, Primo. Sorry." And then Mike was like, "Not possible to derail this chat.
Let's get derailed.
Go look at the last chat, Monday's chat. That was
there's no derailed
quite a
chats
chat.
Here. No. There's only a tangent that's more interesting than what I was just talking about. There's always that.
Spam Primo, how long was your longest podcast? I know, Jovial, we gotta go.
I mean, the longest one was like 6 hours, but that was a members only, and I just kept talking.
Corey was saying, I did horrible in high school. They told my parents I had ADHD. Ain't doing his duties. I was bored out of my mind. Paul was saying, yeah, Sean Clark does horrors, Howell grounds, locations now from classic movies. He has some great stuff, like Blake, Mask from the Fog, Cool Beans.
Thanks, Gankachin. I know there's a ton of quirky folks out there, but man, it feels like so many people don't think for themselves and want to fit it to what is considered normal. I don't remember exactly what you're saying about that, but I mean.
Oh, Ryan! Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what specifically, Mike, what that was, so I won't tangent on that. I got a lot to say about a lot of stuff.
B-Nudes, I don't know
especially,
if you left.
what do you call that? Spectrum related stuff and in the modern world where everyone's special now. Thinking is hard. Agreeing with what sounds smart is easy. People tend to take the easy path for sure. And I think we all know, a lot of us know in this room right here, that taking the easy path is easy. I mean, but if you want to get ahead, if you wanna do something different, if you want to break out of the pack, if you want to think outside of the box, all those are euphemisms or whatever. It's for not being normal.
Jovia said, "Who hasn't hit the like?
Oh,
Thank
hit the
you.
like.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
We
Appreciate
never
that.
think of that." Susie was saying, "I'm telling you, spam. Every month, my Posh and Etsy sales are 20 to 30% of my overall sales. June would have been terrible without them." Mike was saying, "I was quiet." Oh, I just lost it. He was quiet and
Shy, but yet got
yeah,
kicked out of high
okay.
school basketball practice twice or 3 times.
Because I wasn't a yes sir kind of guy.
Yeah, no, I wasn't either.
quit
I
my
got
senior year.
real issues, but it didn't start until 8th grade. Let me start this. I'll start out with.
I've
my whole
only had
educational-
one friend at a time my whole life, but go on.
I'm not going to go on from the beginning, but my 8th grade. So I started my high school 8th grade. I didn't do a whole lot of work in 8th grade, and so what they did to me was humiliate me. So they were like, "This kid ain't doing his work. Let's humiliate him." But I'm unhumiliatable, which they didn't realize. So they put me in a tiny desk for the last 2 weeks of school. I couldn't hang out with my friends. I didn't get to go to the trip to Alcatraz. They made me sit next to the principal in a tiny poopy tray in the tiny little desk, and he's at his big desk. And I remember going out his door onto the playground, walking around. He's like, "What are you doing?" I mean, I assume now that I know a little more as I get older, what a difficult thing it really is to be an educator, especially in a public high school.
Yeah.
I
it is.
question, you know,
Thank you, all you
did
teachers.
yes, you teachers. And a little bit, it's like, was my mom, did my mom do everything she could do? Because she was doing everything she could to be a single mom and working at Hewlett Packard. And it's like, whatever. I'm pretty excited that I hated the normal path of going to college and getting married and having kids and everything. So then we can have this, whatever this is. I think I like this more than that.
Mike was saying lunch.
What I know is I don't have to work that hard.
Lunch, playing ball at gym class, and cracking farts in school was the only thing I look forward to. So with
One of these?
me as a young person and up until my adult life now, currently, I can only handle one really good friend at a time. It's really weird. And my attention span can't handle
Corey's
more than one
like,
friend.
"Susie,
But my friend and I, we would
very
chase
angry at you now.
we would chase each
so
other around.
Angry at you."
And I would skip classes, like the academic classes, and hang out in the art room all the time in high school.
What's funny is I loved art too, and that's where it seemed like I would be. And the art teacher was like, "You should hang out in the art room and do art." And I'm like, "No, that's also boring. Like, all this stuff is boring. I need to go do something. I need to go walk around and paint things and
We
run up a
gotta
hill."
watch
And
Corey's video.
I'm the guy, I'm the family circus kid, where you got the little dots, the little trailing ant, whatever. That was
5-1
everything.
Hall
That's me
said-
right now. I'm doing it in my
they
head right now.
They haven't
little
watched
walking
Howard
ants.
Stern since the 80s when he was pushing Snapple. The 80s.
Oh, remember Snapple? And the Snapple lady came on. They had that up and through the 90s, I think. Yeah. Snapple was a big thing.
Oh,
on
arm
there.
farts. Oh, arm farts. Oh, God.
You gotta
Okay,
do the
yeah.
arm fart.
That's so funny. I didn't catch that at first when I read that.
I never
Primo-
learned to gleek. I can do them like randomly. I'll just be gleeking out, like a big spit will fly somewhere. But those kids at school, I don't know why. Did I have a target on my back or something? They're gleeking at me all the time. See?
Count was saying on some surveys he's been asked a few times if he would consider being a teacher.
I'll finish watching your video, Corey.
Absolutely not. LOL.
I had to choose between your video, which came out, and it was only 18 minutes, and I was starting to watch it, but then Pegasus Lounge's video came on, and that was 2 hours and 38 minutes. So you can see how it was a tough choice. It's a flattering freeze flame. Dun 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 dun.
Paul said, Primo, I am unlikely to be accused of being normal. Like,
Normal, baby, but not normal.
Like had zoned out. Can you start over and catch me up?
Wait, hold on. Graham's.
Who's Harold Storm?
Pops says
Howard Stern.
we had fun making it, but when we
Is that going to be
we
your?
knew we
Is
would
that going to
ruffle
be your
feathers as
next
part of our
burner
master
account
plan
lag?
to keep
Harold
our friends
Storm.
circle small. Oh, we're just back at the prop. Oh my goodness. We should have started an auction house. They get 25% both parties. Yes. In Vermont though, it's you got to go through training and stuff, and you got to re-up, and it's like $250 a year. It's just not worth it to do that when we got eBay. But I always thought that my place was auctioning. I mean, I feel like I could be a good auctioneer.
You certainly can talk a lot.
I
Like
know.
you could totally do that.
I know. $1 million, eh? I helped my dad's district manager from like 20 years ago. What time is it?
I've
sell
already
huge
I
cardinals.
sort of skimmed and read stuff.
Do you
out
read it
loud.
all? You're saying? What did you say hi to? Oh, you did to Five and Halls with the Sean Clark. Okay.
Yeah. And,
Awesome.
yeah,
Aloha. Hey.
Jovius says arm farts are still funny to her. Anything fart related, yes, I'm all for it. Mm-hmm. Farts, boogers, Not vomit, really, though.
I know. It wasn't grade school. It was just so. I mean, I was just dreaming about marrying Susie Frimmel and Megan and Sarah Bear and Gwen Golub. I wanted to marry all of them. That was grade school. I mean, I didn't have time to do homework. I actually did. My mom saved all my work, and I did do it. I would have given me C's on it, too. I didn't try that hard.
Susie. Wait, SBD are the best, though, when you have a friend in the same class.
I had an original ghost coat costume from the Fog remake one. I don't regret selling so much. The remake sucked. I don't remember the remake, Paul. I just remember Jamie Lee's in the first one, right? Or that's the cat. Is she in
This might be our longest jovial.
It's getting close. Not possible to derail this. I'm just
read.
getting here
I
to
read,
this part.
yeah.
Holy
See,
cow.
I've been skimming, and you guys know, like, we would read.
She's a skimmer. She ain't gonna read the whole book.
Primo,
She's
would
Cliff
they
Notes.
let you use that Hulk
She's human
fist
Cliff
instead
Notes.
of a gavel?
Yes, they will.
Howard Stern. Howard.
It doesn't. The problem is this
Lag.
thing doesn't go up or
Lag,
down.
You know Howard Stern. You weren't born yesterday, and if you
Yes,
are,
you were.
if you are what you say you are, you should know this stuff because you are all knowing.
Wait. I'm used to being skipped over. Proposed to Demi Moore whilst holding her shoe, run over by a car. Chased Anne Hathaway offering to buy her a drink. She had a plane land on my face. I'm used to being skipped.
Benudes. We adore you, Benudes.
Mike G, also bored, 7th grade. 7th and 8th grade were the worst. 7th and 8th grade was when I went out of my...
Peace and love. Peace
out of
and
my...
love.
Oh, yeah, it was his birthday
Ringo.
yesterday. Ringo's
Yeah.
birthday, peace and love. Is when I would get the quarters, and I'd go into my grandfather's silver stack, and I'd pinch a couple of quarters that were silver. This is what I did back in those days. And so a dollar...
Ka-ching, number 2, cha-ching.
A dollar of silver back in the 80s was $7 real money. So you take in a dollar, like 4 quarters, and then they give you $7 cash. And I used to go get rolls of quarters. I would buy all my fruit pie, the magician fruit pies and everything. And then I would take the quarters, and 2 weird things I developed. I learned a lot about people in those years. One thing I learned was that even though the kids weren't my biggest fans, I was like kind of the king of the dipshits, little Anthony Michael Hollish. And so I had my little friend crew, like 3 or 4 guys. And then all the other guys, no. And the girls that I lusted after, no. But taking a roll of quarters around the cool kids and throw them up in the air, those people are all around your feet. And you can just look over them and go, ha ha, you're all groveling at my feet. And then they call your mom and you go home for the day. But I felt like I learned a little something about humanity and how easy it is to manipulate them. And the second naughty thing I did around the same time is take those same quarters, those blessed quarters. My whole life was run by quarters. And I went to the payphone outside the principal's office, and I put them in there and called the 1976 lady number or whatever it was, and be listening to that, and then all the kids would line up, boys mostly, would line up
Boys will be boys.
down the road, and then the principal comes out and goes, "What are you guys listening to? Why are you all waiting for the payphone?" And then you also went home on that day. And that might have led to the deaths besides the principal.
5-1 Hall was saying my first real foray into reselling was when I was an auctioneer in the 90s, thinking about going back to it.
I mean,
into
auctioneering
it.
is fun
That's
because
neat.
you get to have your hands on all the stuff, and then you also get the money, and it's a great system. I would call that a real business. Auctioneering is a great reselling business. Like, it's definitely a business, right?
Yes, Mike, I agree. Laughing so hard with a friend and disrupting a boring class was great. I mean, those were the innocent days, right?
I was good at that too.
High school sucked. No two ways about it. You
So
know,
is that could we take a? I don't want to take a thing because we're so
Right.
late. But
peace,
next
love,
time
now have fun.
we're gonna
Yeah,
we're gonna
Paul.
remember to take this. We're for our reselling crew here, and just see who had a good high school experience. And so there's a lot of people that go through high school that are just like, it was high school, and then there's people who are like, those are my greatest days, and then there's those of us who are just like. So I'm curious of resellers. I'm guessing my money is on that most resellers did not like high school. They weren't just okay with it and they didn't excel at it. They just didn't like it. Like, it was against their grain. Because I'm always trying to look for those little connecting fabric tissues
See,
that make us all resellers. Because some of us are very similar.
I didn't hate high school, but it wasn't for me. And
Right,
if it
right.
wasn't,
I mean, it
for
wasn't for me.
my, one friend that I had at that time,
Stupid laugh.
it wouldn't
How
it would
dare
not
you
have
laugh.
been as great as I really liked those years. And I was always the shy one, so I always picked friends that were outgoing. And
Somebody's gotta
and so I would, experience the social part of things through my friends being the outgoing ones.
And I was the crazy guy because I grew up in California, not with her. And I would always I had a big Mercedes, like a 60s Mercedes. My first car was a VW Bug, which was quite small. But then I just got really huge cars because I wanted to load kids in it and go do stuff. So I was the guy who thought up ridiculous things like going to the beach at 5 o'clock in the morning before school just because we could. So many kids got in trouble because of me. Sorry, kids.
Joking
But-
on saying to my mother, do it, you will regret it if you don't give it a whirl.
Give it a
Yes.
whirl.
Do it.
And then our last and final statement. Thank goodness we didn't all peak in high school. As we
Peak
sit
as in
here
peak?
fully peaking right now, as we all are. Love you guys. Have a great
Aloha,
day.
everyone. Thank you for spending a ridiculous amount of time with us. You mean so much to us.
Go get your super expensive but excellent, super good tape worth every cent of it. I'm telling you, a silent
God.
tape will change your
Quiet
weird-
tape.
silent.
God tier
Maybe
tape.
maybe we're old so we don't hear all the. It's silent to me, and it confuses me. I pull it and I'm like, what happened? Love you guys. Do you love me?
Yeah, baby.
See you next week.
Oh yeah, see you next week. Check out all the shows, and you know what to do. Love you guys. Bye.
Aloha.